Right, everyone, welcome back here. I thought I'd put it back. Right, just wait for some people to get on. Can't put that on again tonight. Still ain't bothered with the extension lead or the I ain't changed my mattress either. Right, Paul, how are you, mate? Oh, I just got to grab something quickly. Right, John, you right, tactical? You can tell I'm getting lazier. Hair's getting longer. Beard's getting longer. Can't be bothered to do a wire for that. Can't be bothered to change my mattress. Big Ped, you right, mate? Yeah, I got your comment. Yes, finally in the club. Stug, you right, mate? Turn my speaker down on my PC. Yeah, so how you all been? I ain't really done a lot today. To be honest, in all honesty, I've spent nearly all day staring at this fucking computer, and then I thought, oh, I've got plenty of time. I might just have a little bit of a go watch some telly, and then I fucking looked, and it was 9:20. So I'm gonna spend all day on the computer. Nin, you right? How are you? Krylon, Tactical said it's 1979 WC Hippie. Fuck's sake. Yeah, this is long for me. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting lazy. Beard's coming out, stubble's coming out. Oh god. Yeah, so that's all I've done today. Stare at this computer screen. I've had a headache all day, to be honest, but that's my own fault because I know what it is. Because as soon as I go and do something else, the headache goes. So I'll take some headache tablets in a minute. It's not unbearable. It's not like a bad headache, but it's, you know what I mean. Big pet to that crossbow boss. That crossbow's boss. And make your own bolts. Yeah, no. I'll tell you what I have done. I've bought some. I did buy some. I thought it might be easy just to buy some, but I probably will if I don't make some. Ped, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get someone else to make them for us, and if he can make them for us cheap, we'll have a lot of cheap bolts we can buy and good quality as well. Ant, you right, mate? And he said, "Hello, WeaponCollector. How's it going? I'm all right. I'm all right. A little bit of a headache, but yeah, it's just because I've been on here all day." Crying to hope your mum as well. Thank you, mate. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Same, she's all right. Tactical sounds like eye strain. Probably is, because even if you look at my eyes, actually they look quite red, don't they? And they're quite you could almost mistake me for being stoned, to be honest. I'm not. Nin said, "Welcome, do you have a nickname or a code name? You can call me Mike if you want." Mike is fine. That's my name. Zed, you right, mate? Right, I'm going to do a test tonight, Zed. So I just want to see how long it takes when a comment comes on. I'm going to read. All right, let me think how I was going to do this. I want, in a minute, Zed, I want you to write a comment. I'll tell you when to do it, saying, "WeaponCollector, this is a test." Right? And then I'm going to read it out. I'm going to read it out as soon as I see it. And then you try and work out how long it took for me to say it. So all you've got to do is write it down, and then you remember how long it takes for me to say it out loud. And then I'll compare it to what I see. If that makes sense, I don't know. Right. Do the test ring now, Zed. Say, whether this is a test or something. Just waiting for his comment. But he's not on now. Just me heavy breathing. Right, WeaponCollector, this is a test. There you go. So I said it obviously instantly. You let me know how long that took me to read it out after you wrote it? I'm just curious. I'm always curious how long it takes. Right, so hello, T2 Con TK. You're right, mate. Instead, call, hey up, Mike. Big Pet said, mate, I don't think it would be too hard to do. Sorry, not been on a bit. And I was looking at the boys' channel and thinking, now that lad's a slingshot video and taking me 20 minutes to see it. About 6 seconds. Yeah, so that's why when you lot delete something, that's why I read it. That's why I end up reading it out, because I've seen it for a while before you lot have seen it to delete it. I'll tell you what, Pat, I could probably easily make crossbow bolts. I make my own. What do you call it? Make my own pistol bolts. I might make my own bolts for that. I don't know about selling them to people though, because it's a lot more stuff for me to do anyway. But yeah, I don't think that the bolts for that are very expensive. For you, it was about 14 seconds, was it, Zed? That's a lot, isn't it, really? Yeah. Are you definitely fully live there? Does the thing say live? But yeah. But obviously, I read that as soon as I saw it. As soon as that popped up, I read it. Yeah. So for you lot, I don't say it till between 6 to 14 seconds later then. Bodkin tips I could probably do. As you're saying that, I've got to do something for Simon. I'll do it while he's on early. Simon, I know you watch these back usually, so what you said about the bolt's weight, that sounds perfect for me. As long as they're as heavy or heavier, that's perfect. And I'll check these tips on that now. I'm good. Tactical, how about you? Yeah, as I said, I just got the fucking headache thing. Was it not live, Zed? But everyone else said about 6 seconds anyway, since the comment was written. You know, I'll do this early on for you, Simon, because I know you're on after time. And you don't expect you to have to watch the whole thing back. But yeah, they're pretty much, I think yours may be ever so slightly thinner. Not sure. It's hard to say just looking at them. Oh no, these are the slightly thinner ones anyway. These are the Mach 2s, I think, anyway. And I think they were slightly thinner. Doesn't matter. So yeah, your tips. And that doesn't quite, oh yes, it does. Right, yeah, so the tips that you have, Simon, they do fit in these. Is that what you wanted to know? What's you saying that? But yeah, anyway, if you're going to use these tips, they're fine. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. And they would fit in that magazine. You just have to make sure the overall length of the bolt is not longer than 22 centimeters, I think. So you've got to measure how long your tip is and then go from there. Yeah, it's a millimeter under 22 centimeters. That's the one Simon's does. That's not for that, though. Right, let's get back to it. The left side of my body feels the same as when I crashed my motorbike. But on liquid painkillers this evening. Why is that from then? That don't sound good. Big Ped, sorry, I had a good scoop. Was meant to say, I've seen your bros. I did wonder what you was on about there, Ped. He said, seen your brother's channel on YouTube. It taken me 20 minutes for me to twig it with your brother. So you've been watching Mark's videos thinking it was me. I get that all the time, in all honesty, mate. I had someone saying to me the other day about talking about a video I did, and it was Mark's video. Mikey, you right, mate? He said, I want one of them. They cost a bit too much. Yeah, I agree with you, in all honesty. I was very lucky with mine that due to the YouTube channel, I was very kindly offered some money for a crossbow. And I'd had some donations on coffee.com, which is like a donation thing recently. So I put them both together. Yeah, and got it. Because I'll be honest, I could never really afford this. This is way out of my price range. By the way, I'm going to be lovingly caressing it all night again tonight. No, not after the stream, but during the stream. Doctor, I fell asleep while watching your Zeriel sword today. I'll be honest, Doug, I think I do unintentional ASMR. Because sometimes when I'm watching them, I find myself going... That's unintentional ASMR, isn't it? Thornhill, right, mate? He said, got to ask, is the stock removable? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'll show you if you want. So, there's the stock. You just get one of the bolts, press a pin, deliberately made like this, so that you can take the whole thing apart really quickly. So you can take off, now you've got it as a pistol, you can shoot like that if you want. The magazine comes off in seconds, and even the prod comes off in seconds. Tactical said, don't know, mate, feels like I've been battered as a bat a couple of times a month, so normal. Oh, yeah, well, at least if you've had it before, you sort of know it's nothing that's, yeah, that could be quite scary, I think, in all honesty, if you didn't know what it was. Not that you know what it is, but you know what I mean. Ant said to me, I have 2 Mantis crossbows. One is missing a small nut. Thus, I ended up getting a whole replacement bow. Would it be best to contact Anglo Arms themselves for a replacement? Possibly. I can't think what the Mantis one is. But yeah, get hold of them and see what happens. You never know, do you? Yeah. But yeah, there it is as a pistol. Now that is reasonably small like that. Richard, I hope you feel better soon, Tactical. Ped said, it was only for a month back. I asked you what you think of that crossbow before I got it. Is that when you got your one then, not long ago? Yeah, I was probably saying it was overpriced and yeah. Oscar said, do you need a license for that? No, don't need a license for this in the UK at all. Thomas said, 2021 is here, mates. How that Mad Max thing is going for you. I'll get my lever crossbow soon after I finish my custom codpiece. Yeah. I got some leather on the way, not for a codpiece though, for a scabbard for that sword there. But I could probably knock myself up a studded codpiece if I need one. Yeah, and then there's the fixing for the stock. So you just push that back in. There's the pin. Press that back in. Clicks. That's done. Solid. Extend it out, and then I can just sit like that. Put on show. That's better that way. There you go. That does look quite gunnish, though, doesn't it? Thorn said, "Sweet. I ordered it from DNA Leisure. Nice." Will said, would you rather bug out with that crossbow or an air rifle? Depending on the circumstances, of course. I'll tell you what, it depends on what country I was in all honesty. Not because of legality, because we're assuming this is shit hit the fan and, no laws without rule of law and that. Because you're probably going to struggle with this, although it is accurate. You're going to struggle with this to hit. I suppose it's swings and roundabouts, as they say. This you're going to struggle with small game. So in the UK, there's more small game than large game. So you'd be better off with an air rifle, probably. In another country where there was sort of medium-sized game, you'd probably be better off with this. So in the UK, probably an air rifle. But I'll tell you what, this I shot. It wasn't a normal sized milk bottle. It wasn't a normal sized milk lid. Sorry, I can't even say can't talk tonight. Right, I shot a lid off a bottle. It wasn't a normal sized lid. It was a milk bottle one, so it was about that big. But I shot one of them. About 10th shot testing this. from at least 15 meters away. So you probably could hit a bird with this. But, you know, then you've got how much ammo can you carry? You know, air rifles, you can carry thousands. Tactical said, oh, I skipped the Witcher thing for the spoilers, so I didn't see the leather thing. You're on about, don't you? All right, yeah. What it is, yeah, I'm glad you skipped it if you didn't want to see it. It's a nice leather scabbard with, it's got like a checkered lined pattern on it. Yeah, mine won't be exactly the same, but it'll be similar. So I got your itchy nose tonight. Yeah, it'll be similar. I'm going to do it as close as I can with the stuff I've got. Ped said, John Ryan's terrible tonight, mate. He says, wasn't to get a crossbow and mod. I was going to get a crossbow and a mod for the redback and the same as you, and then realised I can't hunt with it. I was well pissed. Back to the Mootian with the slingshot. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, you can't legally hunt with a air rifle. Crossbows, can you? Tactical streamer's nose kicking in. I swear it's real. I do. It fucking is real. I don't know why you do it. Yeah, the itchy nose thing. As soon as you live stream, I always find that totally bizarre. But it is real. Fucking hell. Weird, isn't it? Yeah, tonight I just ordered the leather for the scabbard and some copper because it looks like the sort of shape and the sort of collar bit are copper in the game. So I'm going to try and replicate that. I'll show you like that sword if you want. So I made this the other day. I finished it the other day. Based off the Witcher, the Zirael Swallow Sword. It's not exactly the same, but it's a close enough replica for what I do. Obviously, hers has a 38-inch blade. That's bigger than this fucking thing. The handle of hers would probably, you know, be at least that big because it's double. The original one's a double-handed sword. Massive thing. And if I can get I was going to put, there's some inscriptions here. I was going to put those on it, but when I went and got the Dremel out, it wasn't fucking working. But I'm going to check the fuse because I've never used it before. Maybe just the fuse is gone. So, yeah. If you've ever played The Witcher, you probably would have seen this sword at some point in it. Or the big version, anyway. And this is just a piece of plastic that I just knocked up just so it had a sheath because it is sharpened. I don't want to fuck about with sharps. I don't want to leave sharp swords lying about. I don't want to fuck about doing things like that. Sharp swords with no scabbards. Tax had ordered the OP360 crossbow last night and had some steel ammo. My catapult arrived this morning. Nice one. I need such an exciting life. Oh, shut up for a bit now. No, don't shut up. You're the only one talking. I don't know what's happened to everyone. I did go on Springfields though last night. I did go on Springfields and ordered myself a 10 pack of bolts for that because yeah, the ones Lord Flashart recommended them. Yeah, and they are a little bit cheaper. You're probably saving about £9 altogether with the postage. Leave that over there. Couldn't hold it all night though. Where's that other bolt gone? Did I put it back in there? Yeah. Simon got the bolt I sent him as well. Come on, 30 people on, 10 likes. Get liking, man. Get talking. We can chat about anything. Don't have to be the crossbow. I might change the title eventually. Yeah, talk about anything on here. Don't have to be talking about the just a crossbow. Just gonna go onto my channel for a second to see if I'm not seeing all the comments or something. Nah, that's all right. Yeah, that looks good. The OP 360 though, tactical does look good. Op Blocker said, "Do you like hunting blades?" Yeah, I like hunting blades. You describe what's the hunting blade? Like, I've got some big old bowies. UK Lion said, "All right, mate, you have to drink tonight." Nah, I'm going to stay sober tonight. I've got a bottle of vodka, but I might say that for next week. Tap said, "We'll give a quick tacticals tips. Small bottle of hand sanitizer, £2.50. Or is that 5 litres of it? 10 quid. Yeah, fuck me, you get 10 fucking quid, isn't it? Not 10, 5 litres, yeah, fuck me. You'd fill fucking shitloads of them, wouldn't you? Rambo 15-inch. What have I got like the Rambo knife? That's sort of homemade. Made from a machete. That one's got a about 14-inch blade. That's homemade as well. Another one from a machete. Well, if you look on my channel, there's videos showing me making this. So on my channel I'm making that on it. I've made that on it. On my channel, I can show you how to make that and the sheath. Same with that. Show you how to make that and the sheath. Oh, Knife Warehouse. All right. Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't buy a lot of knives. I actually very rarely buy knives. Most of the time I prefer to make things. Then I can make them to my own spec. Usually costs me a lot cheaper because I make a lot of things out of scrap materials, basically, or very cheap materials with very inexpensive, easy to use tools as well. Pretty much, if you've got a basic tool set, you should be able to copy the things I make. Thomas, you're right, mate. He says, "Sorry if you have addressed that before. Are you going to mod your crossbow? I believe Dawn Sprav YouTuber made some fairly accessible improvements." I'll be honest with you. Probably. Well, I'm gonna do some add-ons for it. I'm not gonna change the prod. I would go for a standard prod upgrade. I wouldn't do the one he did. In all honesty, it starts making it too powerful. Because the problem is, if George Sprav says it's quite difficult to cock, a normal person probably wouldn't even be able to cock it. You got to remember, he's a fucking massive fucking bodybuilder, and he says it's quite difficult. And you can actually, when he says it's a little bit difficult, he's actually going and like shaking. That's not fucking easy. If he's shaking doing it, going like that. That's not. I don't think a normal person would cock it more than 2 or 3 times, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the parts. Having a strength and bits. But I'm gonna make that so it can have open sights as well as the magazine. I'm gonna make it so it has a bayonet, quivers, all stuff like that. Yeah, and I'm gonna make it so you can take off that magazine, put a standard sight on it, and shoot a normal bolt like a normal crossbow. Mikey said, "I can't do any videos." Yes, I am. Yeah, trying out the bow. Definitely, Mikey. Yeah, I ain't had time at the minute. I've got builders around here doing fixing our kitchen, and it's raining and muddy every day, so I just haven't had time. As soon as it's dry, I'll be out with it. Op Block said, "I love it, bro. Tried the rifle shooting recently. It's doing bits until I shot my neighbour by accident. Fuck's sake. Yeah, don't do that." T2, you right, mate? How are you? He had to stop my brother coming to see me earlier. He thinks Tyson passed away under bad circumstances. Ty's my dog and my brother is a goddamn psychopath. Bloody hell. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was going to say something else then. Yeah. Bloody hell. Do you think something has happened or as well, mate? Colin said, Mike, what's your favourite prepper survival book, like things we use around the house? It's survival book. My favourite prepper survival book is always SAS Survival Handbook. If that's what you meant, Krylan. Hello, by the way. Tom said, no, so do it. You'll be documenting that. Yeah, I'll do all videos for all of the bits for that. Yeah, I'm going to make accessories for it. Yeah, make parts so it can be shot like a standard one. Oh, hello, Peach, by the way. Sorry, mate, I nearly missed you there. Yeah, you got lost in the comments there. Plus, I was slightly distracted with what I was saying. I'll put that bolt away. Peter, you right, mate? How are you? Yeah, I'm good. It's strangely quiet tonight. There's a lot of people on, but not a lot of people talking quickly, if that makes sense. It's all right by me. I can relax a bit. It was starting to make me wonder at points if I was seeing all the comments. That's weird. The comments come out slower on here as well. Started said, watched any good movies lately? No, this is the weird thing. I'm such a fucking nutter when it comes to films sometimes. I've got all of those new films for Christmas. I've not watched any of them yet. I've watched the TV series, like the short ones. I haven't watched Red Dwarf yet because I watched that recently anyway. I got a bloody pile of films about that big. And up there's probably another pile about that big of stuff I've not seen. Now, I don't think the last film I watched, weirdly, was something I've already seen, and that was Annihilation. Jamie said, good evening. Got any new toys lately? Well, I got the Adder, which I don't know if that's, that is new, and the sword I made. That's the newest things. Video guy said, you going to do some Euro sword fighting on those milk bottles? Definitely. I got a pile of them. Peach. I got a pile of them, sorry. Video guy said, just watched The Matrix Reloaded and A Little Ghost in the Shell. Which Ghost in the Shell? The anime or the film? They're both pretty good. Opblock said, Narcos Netflix is a great documentary. All right. I haven't got Netflix at the minute, but yeah, that sounds good. Big Pet had seen Life on Netflix the other day. It was a good, funny family one. A film, or is that thing by Ricky Gervais? That's Afterlife, isn't it? Oh, the live film. They're still good. It's good, Pete. Stag said, I watched a film called Sputnik. Is that good? Just clicked my thumb then. Did you hear that? I've got Sputnik. That's good then, is it? Yeah, I have got that. I got that, and I did think that does sound decent, in all honesty. No, I haven't said no. I don't know why. I just nothing's calling out to me yet. But as you know, I've got it on DVD, so I can watch it when I want to now. Yeah, I don't watch that either. I don't know what it is with me. I just at the minute I don't seem to be in a mood for certain films. I don't know. I can be quite bizarre sometimes when it comes to films. I've always been like that. And I said, my dad used to drop us off at the video shop as kids, leave us there, and then come back an hour later, and we'd still be looking. And this wasn't a big video shop. The video shop was probably only about as big as this and half of it again. It wasn't like Blockbusters. And we'd only ever look in the horror section. Your mother, Yuval, you right, mate? How are you? I'm good, thank you. Lone Wolf, you right, Sam? How are you, mate? You right? T2 said, Mike, I love my brother a bit, but I can't trust him whatsoever. He's literally unhinged. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Yeah. Well, you just have to keep on top of it, innit? As you say. Because I said, The Fifth Element is great. I imagine I'd love it. I do like Luke Besson's films. Stug said, keep in mind that the entire film is Russian. Yeah, no, that don't bother me. No. I don't mind. Some of the best films I've ever seen was completely foreign, completely subtitled. Yeah, no, they don't bother me in the slightest, subtitles. Yeah, some of the best films I've ever seen was subtitled. I'm not smoking wacky backy, no. Big Pat said life's shite, but the movie was good. Lone Wolf said hello to all. Hope you're all well. Your mum said, did you find any good place to store your Cobra Adder? No, not yet. That's the problem. I ain't got nowhere to put it in it. I'm running out of places to put things. I'll find somewhere though. Tax says some of the foreign films are the best. Exactly. Martyrs, the original Martyrs, that's completely subtitled. I love that film. Lahain. What else? There's loads though, isn't there? Yeah, quite a good. I've got a pile of South Korean horrors up there. Kusha, City of God. That's it. I've seen that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You can answer. I haven't seen Raid. No. That's Seven Samurai and Yojimbo classics. And they're subbed. There you go. Exactly. There's loads. There's loads of really good subtitled films, isn't there? Now, I know some people hate subtitled films, but it don't bother me in the slightest. I've seen really, 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 really good. Have you ever seen? This is quite an obscure one. A Girl Walked Home Alone at Night. You ever seen that? That's quite good. That's all subtitled. That's subtitled and black and white. Get in that. But it's modern. It's not old. Well, there you go. Nosferatu. Black and white and subtitled. Yeah, so is Seven Samurais black and white and subtitled, isn't it? Peter said, what I don't like is dubbed films. Yeah, some dubbed films are terrible. The voices don't go properly with the talking, or they don't sound right. Iranian, that's it, Kush, that's it, that's the one. Yeah, yeah, it's an Iranian film, isn't it? A Girl Walked Home Alone at Night. Song said Martyrs was good. Op Block said, anyway, pal, I'm going to shoot. Have a good stream. God bless. Thank you, mate. Take care. T2 said Mortal Engines, City of Dead is an okay film. Mortal Engines, T2, is that the one done by Peter Jackson? I've not seen that, but I want to. Dad said Brotherhood of the Wolf comes dubbed, but also subtitled on DVD. I wouldn't say all dubbed things are bad, saying that though, in all honesty. It's just some are. Yeah, I'll have to check what one I've got actually, Dad. I've never looked. I'm gonna check what is the version I've got. I've got Brotherhood of the Wolf director's cut, 2.5 hours long. And there's subtitles coming up. So maybe I've got the DVD version. Nice. I ain't bothered either way. Tom said, the girl walks home alone at night. It's a foreign film that's fully shot in LA. Lone Wolf said, the Raid is sick film. You must watch it. I'll check it out, Lone Wolf. I'll have a look after this, see if I can get it. Chris said, his dad on gear and the cat he homes. There's a lot of comments on that are slightly unreadable tonight. I know it's Saturday night, but you right, Nick? How are you, mate? Stark said, have you watched the film The Void? I have. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, I like The Void. The end of The Void, yeah. I love films like that, actually. Yeah, the end of The Void, I really enjoyed. The whole film's good. It's got a lot of practical, like 1980s style practical effects in it. But yeah, I love that sort of trippy otherworld, fucking hell type weird shit. You know what I mean? I love all that kind of stuff. Chris said his diazepam's kicking in. Where am I? Video Base said, you will like Raid. I'll ignore the story and just watch the combat. Right, I'll check it out, please. There's a comment. Oh, Lone Wolf. Yeah, I've got Lone Wolf. Yeah. Well, is it Lone Wolf? What's it called? Shogun Assassins. That's what you mean. Shogun Assassin. Lone Wolf and Cub. Dad said, when I first saw Brotherhood of the Wolf in cinema, it was subtitled. Good third of the audience walked out. Maybe they weren't literate. Yeah, I don't know what people's problems are with subtitles. I know, obviously, and there are probably people watching now who won't watch subtitled films. But yeah, don't bother me. Do you know what? I can tell you the very first full subtitled film I ever watched. And I was about 16 at the time. I'd never watched a subtitled film ever. And I thought, this film looks too good not to watch. And it was Akira. Yeah, it was the manga Akira. And I sort of, at that point, watching, a fully subtitled film that's quite long. At that age, I've never looked back on them. People, I think everyone's on it for this lockdown. Yes, they probably are. I don't blame them either. I've done my bottle of vodka last week. Well, I've still got another one, but I'm not going to drink tonight. Lion Wolf said, "What lockdown? Oh, what the lockdown? I think they mean." Chris said, "Requiem for a Dream." I've not seen that yet, but I've only ever heard good things about it. That's it. Originally, all films were subtitled. Well, they were, yeah. Akira. That was. I'll tell you what it was on as well. Zed. It was on Channel 4. Yeah, it was on Channel 4. It may have been slightly later than 96, but because that was when I was 16, 96. Maybe 96, 98. But yeah, it was Akira. Was the first. Sorry, I'm getting put off by the other comments. Was the first fully subtitled film I watched. Steve, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm good. Freddie, you right, mate? Riggs, you right? Nick Snives said, I can't do sub films with my ADHD. I look away for a second and 14 characters dead. Well, that's it. I can understand why some people don't like subtitle films. 100% I can understand it. Yeah, definitely. Akira, I have got that on DVD up there, Zed. Yeah, nice box set version. Not box set, like a special edition one with multiple discs and bloody sticker. It's got stickers in it. Yeah. Captain Wendy to Mike, I'm calling you. Not tonight. Although I feel like I could drink tonight. Sometimes I feel like I can't drink. Sometimes I have a big drink, and then I feel like I can't drink for a couple of weeks. I could probably drink tonight. My body feels like it could handle it. Fred said, "How was yesterday?" It was good, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, good stream yesterday. Went nice and late. Yeah, it was a good one yesterday, actually. Jump Sober's first subtitle film I ever watched was Betty Blue. Chris said, my Alsatian needs a walk. And me too. Peace. Yeah, see you later, mate. Have a good walk with the dog. Steve said, great night last night. It was good fun, wasn't it, last night? He said, damn, someone's at the door. Don't they know there's a lockdown on? Yeah, it's a bit late for someone. Where are you, Pete? You went over here. I would be quite wary if someone's knocking on my door at 10:15. That's why I got three or more cameras about. Thomas said, I've got to go. It was nice to see you. Before you before you go, like the stream, please. See you later, whoever's going. Betty Blue, I've not actually seen that, so I couldn't tell whether, because Riggs was laughing after it, I couldn't tell whether he was having me on or not. I don't actually know anything about that. UK Lion said, The Last Warrior is a good film. That's worth a watch. Don't think I've seen that. Oh, you are over here? Yeah, I'd ignore him as well, Peter. Yeah, a bit late, isn't it? Tempted to get my Akira down now just for the stickers, because I could put the stickers on my riot helmet. I'm covering it in stickers gradually. Jumps up and said, I watched it for the boobs. Fuck's sake. Don't blame you. So what other? I've got a load of J horror, as they call it, in Korean horror. That's all subtitled. And them kind of things. I've got Ichi the Killer, Shogun Assassin, Pulse, Battle Royale 1 and 2, Story of Ricky, Bullet to the Head, Versus, Bangkok Haunted, Old Boy, The Eye, Hard Boiled, Infection or Infected, Premonition, and Lady Vengeance. They're all subtitled. Fraser had been watching Only Fools and Horses on Hull and Back, but knew I wouldn't have time to. Yeah, good old Hull and Back. That was good. That one. That's one of the Christmas special type ones, in it, wherever it was. Steve said, Mike, did you get to shoot the adder today? Nah, I didn't. And I didn't even get to cut any bottles with my sword either. Your mum said British porn stars are the best. What do you think, Mike? Yeah, I can agree with that. I know, Mike. This isn't the place to talk about that. You'll have to get on the Twitch streams, Yuval. We can talk openly on there. Yeah, I got my fair share of collections of DVDs and magazines. Hardboiled is good, isn't it? Peach. Yeah, I used to have a load of what's his name, Chow Yun Fat in it. I used to have a load of his films on VHS, a load of his action films. Jet Strong versions. But Jolly Boy's Out and is by far the best one. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, you got to love Only Fools and Horses. So it's been ages since you streamed on Twitch. I'm coming back. I'll probably come back next week. I actually got paid by Twitch recently as well. First ever payment from them. 50 quid for about 2 years worth of streaming. But yeah, that's great, really, because that pays for the PlayStation Plus. Freddie said, have you been on Twitch? I haven't seen. No, I ain't been on for a while. It was just because I kept falling asleep early before I'd fallen asleep before I'd even stream. But I'm going to bed quite late nowadays, so and I am playing games in the evening now. So yeah, I'll be back on soon, maybe next week, playing The Witcher. Don't know that one. Tactical should show. Hang on, it's missing. What was it? Show Kasugi. Let me look. Oh no, I don't recognise him, you know. He must have been in things I haven't seen. Yeah. Jason, have you watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? No, I've not seen that either. That's a damn good film. What's that? Zero? Oh, yeah, Hardly Realistic, of course. That's the sort of like running about, like almost like floating about in it, that kind of stuff. But it's good entertainment, isn't it? Yeah, I can get into that kind of stuff, though. It don't need to be realistic. It's sort of fantasy, really, isn't it? Big Pet said, what's the knife in your hand? It's the World Legal, Lansky World Legal. Steve said, on till 2 tonight, Mike. Maybe. That said, ninja films back in the 80s. Jean-Claude. That's a pop-up, just covered up your thing. Played the baddie. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I might have seen that. What's that called when with Jean-Claude Van Damme as the baddie in it? Is it something black something? I have seen that though. Yeah, I used to have that. Yeah, one of the earlier films where he's the baddie in it. What steel is it? 9 CR 18 MOV. Oh, Black Eagle, is it? Yeah, that's it, tactical. Yeah. Lewis, you're right, mate. You should got the adder posing on the couch like a black dog. I even got the box there. You missed all the fondling. I got sick of it tonight. Double Sabo said I've hunted on DVD of Christopher Lambert version. Pretty good if you like samurais and ninjas. There's so many films I'd have to check out one day. I haven't seen Avengement yet. They've been asking me. Reese, you look at this. This is what I got for Christmas, right? This is all of the DVDs I haven't watched. I haven't watched any of them. Yeah, that's my pile of to watch. Some of them I've had for fucking 6 months. Freddie said, how's darts been? Oh, you know what? I want to get back into darts purely because sometimes if you're sat doing nothing all day, at least it gets you out of the seat, gets you away from the computer. So I may have to bring my darts back in here because they're in the Wendy house at the minute. Lammo, you right, mate? Lone Wolf said, I got Hunted on DVD with Tommy Lee Jones and Del Toro. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, some of these haven't even been opened. Got myself the fucking Star Wars trilogy, the new one. They're all fucking not even seals broken. Saying that, I have seen some of these before, though. Like, I got myself Twin Peaks Series 3, which I have seen. I just haven't seen since I've not watched any of them since I got them. Yeah, I might have to bring my darts back in here, Freddie, so I can have a play in here. Yeah, I've not seen Hunted. Yeah, I'm way behind. Well, that's my films I've got on DVD, right? The ones I've got downloaded. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, let's put it into 10 rows of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 70 films on my hard drive I ain't watched either. So, yeah. I'm like that. I'm so fucking indecisive with film. And I have to be in the exact right mood to watch a certain type of film. Video about I like the Terminator in number 4, I think. Which one's the 4th one? I think that's that one, isn't it? No spoilers for some of the... Not saying anyone's going to do it, but no spoilers for any of the films I show, because some of these I haven't seen. I have seen this one, though. That's the 4th one, isn't it? I should have here. I'm saying that's my Terminator, but I got that down. I have seen Terminator. And I've seen Terminator 2, obviously, and 3, but I've not watched any of these since I got them. That's old in my collection, but I wanted to get them all down, so I had the whole lot in the row. Yeah, so I've got all of the Terminator films. And to top it off, as a Christmas present, Weapons and Stuff bought me that. So I've even got the bloody game. So what's the order of these? Terminator, Salvation, Genesis, Dark Fate, in it. That's all of them, isn't it? I know they're not all in order per se, because some of them are an alternative. I know little bits about some of them. The only one I don't really know nothing about, Dark Fate. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, Salvation, Genesis, Dark Fate, and then the game. Yeah. I haven't played the game yet. Freddie said, problem with darts, I have to stop at 9 most nights because of the noise. Yeah, that can be an issue, can't it? I have to be careful because of the next room. Where am I? Tatcha, not too bad, Lone Wolf. Your mum said, favourite video game or any zombie games you like? Asking me my favourite video game, that's very difficult. I do love, though, this is probably one of my favourite stories of all, would be the Metal Gear games. I love the Metal Gear games as a series. You've got to love Grand Theft Auto. You've got to love Red Dead Redemption. You've got to love Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. And I fucking love The Witcher. I love The Witcher enough that I made one of the swords. Looking up there. Yeah, Fallout games are good. Yeah. There's quite a few sort of series I like. Big person, for some reason, I can't see the comments now. I've pressed something. Stop them. Feel like I've lost the convo. Have a look in the corner. See if you can find. I don't know. You might have actually done pop-out chat, and it might have gone into a different thing, mate. Go up in the right-hand corner. Are you on a phone or a PC? Steve said, "Watch that Death Kiss film last night for the first time, Mike." Was that Charles Bronson? Oh, the look! I need to watch that. I forgot that existed. Bloody good film, plenty of action. No, Steve, I forgot that existed. I meant to get that ages ago. Yeah, Death Kiss. It's a lookalike of Charles Bronson doing basically a Death Wish kind of film, isn't it? I heard that was actually quite good for what it is. I'm gonna have a look for that tonight. Someone who can, maybe video based or tactical, something like that. Can you message me on Twitter and say, can you look for Death Kiss? I'll fucking forget. You've all said you should check out Dying Light. I've never played that. I'll look into that. I may have one of them. I might have one of them that I got from the PlayStation Store when I was giving them away. I remember looking into it, Steve, the old Death Kiss thing. Fred said Red Dead is the second best of all time. I'm not gonna hope there's a third. Yeah, that would a third one would be good. Yeah, Jose or Dutch, that'd be good. Yeah. Or maybe they could just do this, Western era, just go a little bit earlier, because I think Red Dead is set quite late in the sort of Western era, so you could always go a little bit earlier before they existed. Yeah, before them lot was born. Shit, what am I doing? Death. I'm gonna look for it now quickly. Is it called Death Kiss in it? Right, it's on there, but I might need to ask. Yeah, 1899. That's quite late on in the Western era. Then that's quite late on in the Western times. You could always they could always go before when like Dutch and that was kids. Yeah, if you look like Billy the Kid died in 1881. So yeah, you could set it when if they wanted to just change the you could set it exact same time, couldn't you? Yeah. Get your shells right, mate. Mellow knives, you're right. Another Day in Paradise, what now or the film? Alright, let's see if I can get this Death Kiss film quickly. Might have to ask for some actually I won't say too much in here, but right, hang on. I won't start getting it now, but I'm just gonna have a look. Actually, no, I'll leave it. I've got a tab open for Death Kiss anyway now. Get yourself said, what's that? What's really cool is that even in the early 1900s, there were cowboys carrying 1911s. There was, yeah, and broom-handled Mausers, I think, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, really, isn't it? Final Fantasy games, I love them. I love them, Lone Wolf. I don't like the new ones though. They've spoiled the gameplay a bit, I think. But I've played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 12 Part 2, 13, and then 15 I didn't really like. And what was and then Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I don't think I'll bother with. I'd actually rather play the original. But I would like there to be a new Red Dead. We're a long way to seeing that. What should be coming out though, hopefully, I fucking hope so. The new Grand Theft Auto. What kind of Grand Theft Auto would you like to see? I'd love to see. The ultimate Grand Theft Auto to me would be another Grand Theft Auto London, any era. It could be 60s. It could be modern. I wouldn't mind a remake of Vice City. That would be cool as fuck. But yeah, any Grand Theft Autos are fucking great anyway. Get yourself, said I'd like to see a Red Dead movie. Well, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be excellent. Get old fucking Sam and Dan Houser to direct it. You know, they direct them games. They should be able to direct a film. I doubt they would though. All right, Liam. Good to see you on, mate. Have you only ever played the first one, Lone Wolf? I've never played the originals. They're sort of top down. Well, not top down, were they? But yeah, sort of Game Boy ones. Yeah, Ridge Racer. Fred said I only played GTA Vice City on my phone. Nick said I'd like a Vice City remake. Yeah, that'd be amazing. A great big map of Vice City. Loads of 80s music. Yeah. You know, all of the Grand Theft Auto games are excellent, but you know, we all have our little preferences. Lone Wolf said, what about Driver on PlayStation 1? Yes, yeah, that was good. I never played a lot of that, but I watched my younger brother play it, and it did look good. I wish I got into that. In fact, actually, I looked recently to see if there was a remake of it, or like a not a remake, but you know, like a remaster where they get the old games and upscale them a little bit. I don't know if there was or not. I couldn't find it on the store because I was watching. There's a new game out now that's set in London. Is it the new Watch Dogs film? Game, sorry, that's set in London, but in about 10 years' time, and that looks really good because I was watching someone play it who actually lives in London, and they were saying that you can actually, you know, if you know your way around London, it's actually the same. So you can actually drive around knowing where things are, knowing where to go. It's just a little bit, you know, futurized. Watching that made me think I wouldn't mind getting that, and then it made me think, oh, I wonder if there's a, you know, a remaster of Driver. Is it Driver? Yeah, it's Driver. No, not Driver. I'm thinking of The Getaway. Not Driver. A completely different game, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking of The Getaway. That's the London one. Driver's not. Yeah, Driver's, yeah, something different. Fred said, remember going into the car in the radio station? It was so funny. Lone Wolf said, I've not played games for years. Just not my thing. Chris, I like the Far Cry games, Mike, using a bow. I've never played the Far Cry games either. I may have one of them on the PS4, though, from the store as well. Big Peter, any recommendations on box sets of spaghetti westerns? Oh, I would definitely recommend getting all of the Sergio Leone westerns. I bought these recently. Rio Bravo. They're not a box set though. The Searchers. Big Jake. That's an actual 15, that, which is quite rare for some of the old. Most of John Wayne's ones are PGs. And Rio Lobo, not seen that one. Liam said, yeah, Driver had the really annoying tutorial. That was harder than the main game. Yeah, Getaway, that's the one I was talking about. Lewis said they were going to make a Getaway game for the PS3, but it got canned. Yeah, didn't it? I've heard, yeah, I watched Guru Larry's videos, Lewis. I think that Getaway game, the basis of it got turned into something else. Yeah, got turned into something else. So it's still sort of out there, but it's not the Getaway. Liam said, lol, John Wayne moaned that Wild Bunch was too gory, not morally upstanding Western. That's the thing with it. The problem is a lot of his are bloody PGs and U's, which I like them a bit more, you know, an 18 Western, especially the fucking Wild Bunch are literally blood fucking pumping out of them. Dog said you should get Dying Light, mate. Very fun game. I'll look out for that. I'm also half Jewish, so I'm well tight with money. Yeah. Fred said, was that John Wayne on one when they did Cattle Run with the big group? Yes, called The Cowboys. That's it, Freddie. That's quite a good film, actually. That was on about 2 weeks ago on the telly. So I said, Mike, did you ever play any Devil May Cry? I had the very first Devil May Cry game, and I never really liked it. Yeah. Searchers was one of the best westerns ever made. Get yourselves Western World, the original. Oh, Westworld. Yeah, Westworld, that's it. Ian said, yeah, playing Red Dead makes me think of the Wild Bunch. Yes. Yeah, you can see the influences in it as well, though, can't you? Yeah, I don't suppose that's cross-platform, is it? I've got to come on there with you, like. I watched it recently. Yeah, the ones of them I've seen that one. So I've seen Rio Bravo. I've seen the Searchers, and I rewatched it just before I bought it on the telly. Rio Lobo I've never seen, and Big Jake I've seen once, and I thought it was really good. Yeah, and I like that. That's a 15. It means it's a bit more, probably got a bit more sort of adult themed stuff in it, sort of thing. Not the Westerns aren't adult themed, but it might have a bit of blood in it as well. Big B, you all right, mate? He said Devil May Cry is a bit over the top for some people. I personally enjoyed it. I'll tell you what it was. It's not my kind of game. I just didn't like I just don't like those kind of games, in all honesty. That's partly why I don't like the new Final Fantasy game. Because it's just like a sword slashing just like a sword slashing button mashing thing. How I feel about it. Yes, especially when you get the Maxim gun. Yeah, sadly, PC isn't cross-platform with PlayStation. Your mother said you can make mods for your weapons in Dying Light, if that helps. Nice. I'll look into it. I think I may have one of the Dying Light games on my PlayStation 4. Because every now and then they give them away. And because I came to the PlayStation 4 so late, that 50 quid I spent on the PlayStation Plus and all the free games, every month, the new games that come out, I've never played them. I've had about 24 games free on there or more. And they're all good games. It's just, and I've not had to pay for any of them. But because I was so late coming to the PS4, because I have my American mate Josh, he buys every game coming out. So literally he gets nothing out of PlayStation Plus. Get yourself, said Mike, have you ever watched Lonesome Dove? I've not seen that, no. Who's in that? Zed said, how about a fistful of boomstick? I'm pretty sure I have that. If I could get my PlayStation 2 games out, Zed, that's the Evil Dead game, isn't it? I've had one of the Evil Dead games, definitely. They're under my sofa. Definitely had one of them. I won't bother trying to get it. The thing is, because there's a lot of shit under my sofa now. I don't know what's what under there now. No more said, so what PlayStation console model are we on nowadays? PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. Yeah, I'm still playing on the PS4. I won't be getting a PS5 for a long time. Oh, Robert Duvall's in it, is it? I've never heard of that. Well, no, I've heard of it. I've never seen it, though. Oh, Danny Glover. Yeah. Catch laugh mouse of accidentally hit playback speed 0.5. Might you sound caked out your tree? Fuck's sake. Pounding the old coffee down. That's going to be gone in about 2 fucking minutes. Oh, look into that one. Get yourselves. I do like Westerns. Something about the Western era because it was quite unique, wasn't it? In all honesty, it wasn't very long. Especially the sort of Wild West period of it wasn't very long. Didn't last very long. Came and went, and I doubt there'll ever be a time like it ever again now. Richard said, I've still got my N64 hooked up to my smart TV. Nice. Don't blame you, mate. I love the old N64. Stark said, give it about a year and there'll be a PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah. When the new version comes out, like when they do the slimline version, I might get one then. Zed said, I have 2 of the Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 2 games. They could be a bit tricky at times. Yeah, I've got all of the I've got all the old Metal Gear games. I even to the degree that I've got Metal Gear Solid 3 and I've got Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. I've got Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't think it is called Subsistence, but you can get like 2 versions of them. The good thing with Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, though, it had a movable camera. In the original Metal Gear Solid 3, the camera was fixed, whereas they bought another version where the camera could be moved. You know, you just moved the fit. You know what I mean? And that made the game so much more like a more even modern game. Lewis said, "Did you ever play the PlayStation 3 version of Peace Walker?" Yes, got it here. I got it here, Lewis. Wait a minute. That's what I played it on originally. Yeah, I played it on a PS3. Yeah, that's what I played it on, Lewis. I don't think the Metal Gear. What games did I play? What was the one on? What was that Metal Gear game? There was a Metal Gear game on the PSP just before Peace Walker. What one was that one? Yeah, Peace Walker's fucking excellent. You know me, Lewis. I fucking love the Metal Gear games. President, remember when we were talking about a meet and greet sort of thing in the summer and saying COVID would be over soon? Yeah, it looks like it might even be portable ops. I like portable ops. Portable ops, Lewis, used to have a feature where you could go to other people's, stand outside someone's house anyway, connect to their Wi-Fi, and you could, if it was just right, you could download a player for your for like mother. It wasn't called Mother Base then. I can't remember what it was called, but for Mother Base. Unless it was called Mother Base then, I can't remember. If Mother Base then, it was out of heaven, wasn't it? Yeah, I'd pretty much say that Metal Gear is my probably favourite. It's one of my favourite stories altogether. I had Metal Gear Acid as well, actually, Stoke, but I couldn't get on with that. That was a card-based game where you get a card and it would say 4 moves and you could move 4 spaces and then you'd have to get another card and it would be able to shoot. It's a really weird game, that. World War I and World War II military, right, mate? Get up again. Hello. He said, with a firearms license, I'm able to buy Section 5 firearms and keep it in the house for use at a club. I don't know if you can do that or not. I think, I think so. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Someone else maybe will answer you that. Sticks, he said, hi, Mike, right, mate? He said, are you going to get a Jaxie backbone for the adder? Probably not. Probably. I don't know. How much power does it add to it? I don't know. I don't like messing around with crossbow's power in case it damages it and then you fucking break your fingers. Next batch of bayonets could possibly be a month, in all honesty, mate. So I said, just remember the first 2 Metal Gear Solid games are so old, it was just called PlayStation when I got them. Ah, yeah, it probably was. Yeah, it wasn't PlayStation 1, was it? Get yourselves, said Mike. Did you see Cole Seals bringing back the Talwar? Yeah, I did. And the other lot. Yeah, Peach Night Video Base showed me that today. Yeah. Oh, Liam said you can't own Section 5 full stop, hence the pistol ban. There you go. So I'm not the person to ask, especially when I'm sort of shooting through the fucking comments. Yeah, Metal Gear. I've got quite a collection of Metal Gear games up there. I've got Metal Gear Solid 5 in at least 2 versions for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. I've got Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 4 Patriots, Ground Zeroes 5, Phantom Pain, that one that's got all the old ones. And then I've got 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I only got 1 because one's PlayStation 1 game. I've got 2 and 3 in different versions. You shared with me the post from Cold Steel video base. That's what you did today. Oh, Stixon for the Tomcat, I estimate 25%. Shoots through both ends of coconut. Oh, nice one. Yeah. Stixon, no worries on the bayonets. Do you have bodkins and broadheads? No, same thing with them, mate. I'm getting so many orders. Well, have you messaged me about it? Depending on when you message me, you never know. You might be in the first group of bayonets. If you're in the first group, you know, maybe in a week. Second group, maybe, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Third group, up to a month. Because I've probably got, fuck knows, 30 I need to make, maybe. Oh, if you message me before Christmas, chances are you'll probably be in the second group then. Yeah, you'll be in the second group of him. Everyone who's asked, you'll get them in the order you asked. So it's sort of first come, first serve sort of thing. So if you asked before Christmas, yeah, I'd say you was probably in the second lot. The first batch is all I've got to do is drill and rivet them, and then I can send them out, and then just get all of the lot for the second lot. Yeah. I did have to buy some belts for my belt sander, but I've bought like 15 of them as well, so that's sorted. Jed said there was a lot of ninja. There was a sort of ninja version of Metal Gear games on the PlayStation. Can't remember what they were called. Can't be asked to get up and find them. I don't know what that was. Get Up said, but you have to keep it in a storage box on your own. I'd say it's, safe, isn't it? Yeah, depending on if anyone wants bayonets, they're all still coming. Metal Gear Solid Rising, yeah, that's the only Metal Gear game I've never played, Lewis, and I don't think I ever would. That just looked too fucking weird to me. Oh, and that other fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 fucking thing. You know, that fucking Metal Gear Survival or whatever? I wouldn't fucking touch that either. That thick fucking thing was an abomination. Chad said, get up. You can only have 3 rounds in the pump action, 1 in a breech and 2 in the magazine. Yeah, that's on a shotgun license, isn't it? I was going to look up my list of people who got on first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9 people for the 9 bayonets. But that's why I don't take no money, because I don't want to take anyone's money and then have a backlog of 30 days or more, because I'd feel like I can't doing that. Gun safe is required, but shotguns can be stored in someone else's gun safe. That's the right license. Doesn't have to be your home. Nice. Catch a 10, add me, please. You might be on there. I don't know. Let me look if you was on that first lot. God, you weren't. You're not on that little list, but yeah, I can add you to that. Hang on, let's count them. Actually, they're not all got bayonets, actually, saying that. That's just quivers. That bloke's from America, so he's going to have to wait. Actually, they're not all bayonets on there. I'm either going to have to get an apprentice or try and work out some way to speed up my production. Or we're saying that I can make the problem, not the problem, but when I make the broadheads, I think I can make a broadhead in about 1.5 minutes per broadhead. It's just it is quite it's quite fiddly work. I literally have to hold. I don't know if I got any in here, but I literally have to hold a broadhead tip up against the belt sander while spinning it around. So it's quite fiddly, and you have to be careful. Yeah, but you can do them about one per about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes to make one. That's to grind off the end, get it to fit in, put the filler on the thread, glue it, stick it in straight. Yeah. Because the heads don't just fit in. You can't just get them, glue them in. They have to be ground down, ground the edges off, so they're not sticking up. £100 an hour. If you could knock out about you can knock out 100 bolts an hour, you can have that fucking price. Because we'd be earning £350 an hour. So yes, you can have your £100 an hour if you can knock that many out. And I'll just sit and watch you. Freddie said, I'll be an apprentice. 60 to him, 40 to me. Fuck me, you look a very very tight with your bloody money, ain't you? Electro, you right, mate? How are you? I can't believe you forgot you had a fucking stick with a hook on it today. Sorry for swearing if you're there with your daughter. Get yourself. So how expensive is hunting license in England? Here I pay $45 to hunt. Do you know what? Get yourself. I don't know how it works over here with hunting. I don't think you have like a hunting license in this country, as far as I'm aware. You have a license, and then you probably go somewhere where you can shoot something. Yeah, there are. Nick's explaining it there. Sticks does sound like a pain. It's quite fiddly. Snug said, I accept payment in advance first. You sound bad to me. Nick said, we don't have to pay for a hunting license as such, but you have to pay for your license for owning the firearms. Freddie said, I'll do it. £10 an hour. Double my normal job, and 1 out of 10 of Stug's, a 10th of Stug's price. You got to pay your own travel costs and bring your own lunch. You can have an hour break as well. You know, I'm not tight for breaks. Thing is, if someone was prepared to do it like that, you could probably knock out loads of bolts. It's just fiddly work. What I have to do, I might see if I need to devise some way of putting I'll have to see if they might just fit. Getting the heads and see if I can fit them in a drill. So then I could just hold the drill up against the belt sander, sand it, try it on the bolt, sand it, try it on the bolt. But saying that, there's still stuff you have to do by hand though. Yeah, it just stay down here for a week at a time, Freddie. That's half the curly one in a packet of love arts would do. Big Beast, I don't think the cost, depending on the private gamekeeper, charges you. You don't think we have the cost, depending on what the private gamekeeper charges you. We don't have a state game lands here, only private reserves. So you pay the landowner, not the government. Yeah, different kind of setup here. Get yourselves. Because in all honesty, there's not a lot to hunt, really. Unless you're in certain areas. But most areas, you ain't just going to be able to go into a great big forest and shoot some deer. There are plenty of deer here. Deers and muntjac deers in our woods, just a couple of 100 meters behind me. Spiders, false widows, everything, Freddie. That's the problem with the Wendy house, because I've noticed you get false widows more in a place like that than you do an actual really cold shed, because I think a really cold shed is actually too cold for them. They need something a little bit sort of insulated. That's why you don't see them in your house either, because I think it's something about houses they don't like, but you see them more often in things like Wendy houses, like a slightly insulated shed. Cat Electro said, "Oh, well, I'll be listening, but now I've got to go." Well, it's good to have you on for a bit, Electro. Tat said, "Chavs, there's fucking loads of them." Freddy said, "I'll buy some bug spray." You've all said, "Make a hollow point bolt, put some solid mouse poison in it." Yeah, Peter said, "Yeah, bug spray, we need a flamethrower, bastard spiders." Nick said, "False widows aren't actually too dangerous. The danger comes when you have an allergic reaction." Well, that's it. Yeah, they're not that bad, but they're probably the only spider that can actually bite you. Whereas, most spiders either won't or can't bite you. Whereas a false widow actually can. Yeah, no, they don't. I think the majority of the time it's like a bee sting, isn't it, or a wasp sting? But yeah, you can have an allergic reaction to it, can't you? I still don't like the bastards though. Joe said, my basket helmet finally came. Bit disappointed. That's a shame. Why was that, Joe? Fred said, I was cleaning my garage so I can do a cricket practice in there. There was a good 10 false widows I lobbed. Says, a tactical bite. I'm half surprised there isn't a bounty on the fuckers like there aren't grey squirrels. That was Hunter Chow. It'll catch on, I swear. Hunger Games fans would love it. Nick said, if you have cellar spiders in your house, you should keep them. Actually kill other spiders. Yeah, cellar spiders, that's what we call like daddy long legs. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, they actually hunt false widows, don't they? Because I often say that to people. I say, it's not a daddy long legs, but I call it a daddy long legs. I often say to people, if you see a daddy long legs, that's good, because that'll kill them bastards, false widows, and they do. They catch them, don't they, and eat them. Freddie said, I was always told daddy long legs was the most venomous spider in the world. Good old wives' tale. But that Ricky Gervais said about that, supposedly they are, but they haven't got a mouth to bite you with. Get yourselves, what's your favourite sword design? Not sure. Maybe something like this now. I'm not sure though. Maybe something like this. Which I don't know what kind of, I call that like the standard sort of knight's sword kind of shape. Just a standard double-edged tapered blade. You off, Youthful. Good night, mate. Joseph, I'm disappointed in the brand was open. It was going to be Devil's Lake one. Freddie said, what's the bounty for squirrels around your area, Zed? Liam said, Falsidae is the spider's technical name. Is that it? Huntsmans are their proper name, and they're not a true spider. That's it. Yeah, that's it. They're not. Yeah. I don't know what my favourite sword shape is. Sword design. I do like the traditional sort of knight's sword, though. Harvestman. That's it. Huntsman's the fucking other one, isn't it? Arming sword. Yeah, possibly, Peach. You know me, I don't really know. Let me look. Yeah, I'd say yeah, an arming sword. I like that traditional sort of knight's sword. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it would be like an arming sword. I've always liked the look of that. It's sort of like your standard sort of your standard sort of knight's sword, or you watch a film with people with swords in the medieval times, they'd have an arming sword, wouldn't they? Got a lot of names in it, Liam. What else they call it? Granddaddy Longlegs. Yeah, Daddy Longlegs, carpet spider, Daddy Longlegger, vibrating spider. Fred, I shoot squirrels all the time. I was told you could hand their tails in. Where would hand it in? Take them down a local police station, see what happens. Go down a local police station with your air rifle and your tails, plonk them on the desk and say, where's my reward? See what happens. Freddie be in the paper, being locked up. Tatum said they stink whilst under a magnifying glass on a sunny day. Ah, fuck's sake. Nick said, make sure the rifle's loaded as well. Ah, fuck's sake. Yes, don't forget you can support me if you want. Put in ! support, as Stug has just done. And then you can do a donation via PayPal, straight into my PayPal. No sign up, no fees, no nothing. Yeah, Spider Bastards. That's good enough. Perfect. Oh, I know it'd be legal, Freddie, but I wouldn't walk into a police station with a fucking loaded air rifle, chuck some tails on the table and say, where's my reward? Would you? Oh, you like cavalry sabres, do you get yourselves? Yeah, I quite like those as well, and falchions. Yeah, I'll be honest, there's loads and loads of swords I like, in all honesty. Captain Lecter did now. We're cooking chili, and the whole kitchen started to smell like poop. Sort of like meat went bad. I had to dump it. Ah, fuck's sake, that's a pity. You got more meat, or you're gonna have to go and buy some? Leo, he said, walks into the police station. I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. Can I see her, please? Ah, fuck's sake. Oh, God. Fred said, turn into online sheriff in Red Dead. Good old fashioned blood money. It's on the table. That's it. Oh, God. Sorry to hear about your old chili, Electro. Yeah, I would have chucked it if it smelled like that. I was just showing my I don't know if you was on, Liam. I was just showing my fucking Terminator pile. I need to get round to. I'm not that one, but that was Metal Gear. Some of them haven't even been opened yet. Yeah, I don't know what Electro's having for dinner now. My mum had her hospital appointment cancelled today. I got a feeling mine's going to be. They've already done it once. Not that it matters. I have to, just to check my ears aren't like getting worse. I have to have a checkup once a year. But you know, as long as nothing's going wrong with them, you know. So yeah, I've got a feeling mine's going to be cancelled. I don't mind. I could do with leaving it. I don't really want to go to hospital when it's full on fucking corona shit anyway. Cat says, shit, mods, give me a timeout for food. Nah, it's all right. Technically, Electro brought it up, but I wouldn't blame Electro. One, he's in America, so it's a different time for him. Two, I don't think he knows about the non-food talk. I'm not bothered anyway tonight. It's early enough still that because I go to bed later at the minute, so it doesn't matter. When I'm going to bed at 12 and we're talking about food half an hour before I go to bed, that's a nightmare. I'll be honest. Most of the time lately, I'm not going to bed till 3 o'clock. So, not I want to talk about food though. Offbeat Warble, you right, mate? Good evening. Anyone know the cheapest place to get £80 self-loading pistol crossbows? Someone mentioned cheaper place for them on last night's chat. Try Prepper's Shop. I would recommend, yeah, they are. Tactical's just written it down. Prepper's Shop. Yeah, I'd recommend Prepper's Shop. Check out what you want to look on. You want to look on Prepper's Shop, Merlin Archery. I doubt they'd be any cheaper, but you might get ones you can't find. Liam says, started Terminator Resistance. No, not yet. I'm still doing The Witcher. What I'm going to do, Liam, I'm going to start streaming again next week. I'll do The Witcher for a while. Once I finish that, I'm going to watch all them Terminator films, then play the Terminator game. I'll probably have to complete it first and then stream it. Nick said, offbeat Warbler, Mike's place as long as he's asleep. Don't even think that'd work. Oh, I wouldn't risk it. Captain Electric, I like that Lady Terminator. I ain't watched the new ones yet. As far as I got to, I've not watched Genesis or Dark Fate. Darius, right, mate? He said, I did not see your samurai sword in the last video. Was that a frame? I did not see your samurai sword in the last video. Was it out of frame? In the last video? What, the one where I made this? I don't know. Oh, what? Oh, there you mean? Wasn't, no, because yeah, no, you're right, Darius, you're right. It wasn't there. Yeah, it was in a different place. Yeah, you're right. That's it. You mean the last. Get yourself said, do you have ringing in your ears? I do, mate. Yeah, I've got this ear, I have a hearing aid. Here's my hearing aid. No joke, I do have a hearing aid. Right. This ear has a that's weird when you put your hearing aid in, because suddenly everything louder. And your voice is ever so slightly tinny if you haven't worn it for a while. This ear has a collapsed and perforated eardrum, and where it pops in and out, and it's rubbed against the bones in my ear, like the hearing bones, and rub them away so that they'll never ever get better. Yeah, and there's nothing they can do. The most they could do is cut behind my ear, replace my eardrum with maybe a bit of skin, I think, or something like that, a bit of cartilage. It'd stop it getting worse, but wouldn't ever get better. You know, the hearing aid's good, though. It works. You're off, Stug. Good night, mate. What are you going to watch if you're still on? Liam said, ever watched The Penetrator, Mike? It's in your VHS collection. I will come again. I've watched one called Anal Penetrator. Fuck's sake. And Christoph Clark's Arse Gangsters. Fuck's sake. The shitty used to name his pornos. Timbo, you're right, mate. Evening, done the dutiful husband bit of the rom-com, and I had to come on here. Nice one. That's what you have to do. That you have to do now. That's right. Good to see you on, Tim. Steve said, what do you plan to use to make the scabbard of the sword from? Oh, just pointing over there. It's not there. Right. Tonight, Steve, I bought some 3mm by 4-inch by 52-inch leather and some copper for the shape and the collar. So it should be quite like the actual one in the video. If you watch the beginning of the video, and I'm going to put the cross pattern on it as well. This is just a piece of plastic. I'll put the duct tape on, make it look a bit nicer from a distance. Darius said, I did not see your samurai in the last video. Was it our friend? Yes, it was. It was over there. Because all of this was all over the place at one point, Darius. Freddie said it was so much easier finding a bounty price in 1899. Tried to see the price. The only thing I saw was 2 shillings. Actually. Video best. How many weed swords you got now? 4. I've got 4. I've got the first one I made with the wooden handle with the slight curve. The second one I made. What was the handle on the second one? I've drawn a blank for the second one. Oh, the second one was the little one with the metal. It's got the same thing as this, but smaller and solid, with the brown handle, with the little brass guard. And then I made the Wakizashi that I haven't made the scabbard for yet. And then I made this one. They're getting more involved as they go along. Get yourself, said, Jesus, brother, I have tinnitus too. Working on aircraft. I know I'm going to need some hearing aids soon. Yeah, my ear, in all honesty, is fucked. Get yourselves. Yeah, I have a hearing aid. Where have I put it? Actually, saying that. Yeah. This ear is fucked basically. Yeah, I can hear a little bit out of it. I don't like. I can get my normal day. I can get around not needing it. It's if I go out, say if I went out to a pub or anywhere where there's loads of people, all of the sound would be hard to hear the person I'm talking to. So that hearing aid works perfectly for going out and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, this so is fucked. So I have to have it checked once a year to see if it's getting worse. Because if that's rubbing on the bone again, it can cause complications that could be very bad. So they have to check it. But I think it's sort of stable. It's been stable for years, in all honesty. I've just got to make sure I don't get water in it. If I get water in my ear, get horrible ear infections. There's brown shit coming out my ear last time. And then my ear hurt for 2 years. Captain Electra said, talking about your new bow, I've got a used one I need to show. It has no markings on it, but it's like a stronger kid's bow, compound bow. Oh, nice one, Electra. I look forward to seeing that, mate. Yeah. Yeah, that old bloody magazine thing's lovely. It's expensive, but lovely. I'll do some proper shooting soon. Freddie said, I thought I was deaf in one ear. Just turns out one side of my headphones didn't work. Fuck's sake. Timber said, you don't notice until it's gone. Use ear defenders and earplugs. Stop my hearing aid getting worse. Yeah, I always wear ear defenders now. I don't know what started my ear off in the first, but I think it's because, weirdly enough, there seems to be a history of bad ears in my family. My granddad had exactly the same issues as me and had to have like that cut open and part of the bone taken out where the infection got into the bone. Mastoiditis, I think it's called. I think you can be prone to it. A lot of it's to do with the tubes that connect your nose and ears together. If they're too small or too big, it can play havoc with your ears, basically. So obviously it passes on. I used to get ear infections as a kid. Some things happened at one point. Maybe so many ear infections have caused the eardrum to bellow out. This is how they always explain it to me. Your eardrum should be tight like a drum, whereas mine's like a loose drum. And what it is, it can get sucked in, sucked out, and then when it's sucked in, it touches the bones in there, which isn't a good thing. And the reason I've got a perforated eardrum, that's because they gave me a grommet. A grommet is they put a little piece of plastic in that makes a hole in your eardrum to let out any liquid. But by doing that, it creates a perforated eardrum, and then you become more susceptible to fucking ear infections. But yeah, there's nothing that can be done about it, really. So just have to keep an eye on it, keep an ear on it. Actually, I've had tinnitus for years due to loud rock music. It's a bugger. I know people. Well, I don't know people, but I've heard people who have tinnitus so bad they feel like they want to kill themselves. I have constant tinnitus, and it's all right. Like now, while I'm talking, because all I can hear is my voice, obviously. But if I sit around in a quiet room, I cannot sit in a quiet room. I have to have a radio on. Yeah, because it does annoy me then, because all I can hear is, yeah, I've got constant tinnitus. That hearing aid helps a bit with that, though, because it doesn't help. It doesn't stop the tinnitus, but what it does is when you have a hearing test, they put all the high-pitched sounds into your ear, and then by pressing a button, when you hear it, they can tell the exact frequency what your tinnitus is. And then they can set those hearing aids to sort of cancel it out. Yeah. Or do an opposite effect to it. Quite clever, really. Because part of your deafness can be the tinnitus is overpowering the sound. So you can sort of cancel it out. Really clever. Zed said, if you ever do a horror version of Noddy, Mike, you could have a part in the bad ears with Brownie. I'd say. Timbo said, when I started working, health and safety wasn't important. Riding motorcycles, loud music, and shooting. Yeah, that's it, Tim. Horrible, isn't it, really? You don't think about it, though, at the time. The first thing I pack when I'm shooting anything other than my air guns is the ear defenders, yeah. Steve said, Mike, do you know if the Cobra R9 bags selling on eBay will do for the adder? as they look really nice. I couldn't promise you. Yeah, I've not seen them, Steve, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It might do. I'd have to look at it. I might be able to tell you. Get yourself. Is anyone watching the new Evil Dead? Didn't Bruce Willis have a new series on Netflix? I have seen all of the Evil Deads, yeah, and Ash versus Evil Dead. I thought that was amazing. I loved. I thought Ash versus Evil Dead series was probably better than the films. That's it. I have a white noise app on my phone that helps. Fan noise seems to cancel. That's it. Yeah, fan noise can help if it really, really, really annoys you. Some kind of sort of ambient noise, some kind of background sound that's just like a humming or something can help a lot. I'll be honest, as I say, it don't affect me at night when I'm trying to sleep. It's just if I'm sat in a room with no sound, it just annoys me a bit. So I turn the radio on because I can. But I can read a book without having a sound in the background because you're reading. It's a weird one. I do have constant tinnitus, but it certainly doesn't drive me mad. Jack, you right, mate? He said, Mike, my girlfriend just got me a handmade Game of Thrones longclaw for Christmas. The blade must be at least 28 inches. Do you know what the laws are coding and stuff like that now? Perfectly fine, mate. No issues. That sounds nice. Yeah. Is it straight? Is it a perfectly straight sword? Let me look it up quickly. As long as it's perfectly straight, no issues at all. If it's curved, you just want to hope it's handmade. But as I'd say, yeah, that'd be perfectly fine, mate. I like that. If you buy it from a UK company anyway, that company would have had to have legally got it in the country to sell it. Yeah, I ain't seen Game of Thrones yet. I've got bloody series 1 to 7 on DVD and even watched it. So no spoilers, please. Freddie said, when I get earache, it just makes me fucking angry. Messes with your anger issues. Yeah, it can do that. My ears have been annoying me lately. I've got no like ear infection or anything, but I've been getting a little bit of earache because of the amount of snoring at the minute. Yeah, and I get fucking irritable about it. As long as you're aware you're doing it, though, Freddie, you can stop yourself doing it, and and apologise for it. Because I did it this morning. In fact, I had a bit of a. I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday or the day before. I was irritated because my ears was out and I had a headache as soon as I got up. Spoke to someone in a bit of a funny way, and they said to me, "Can you not do that?" And then I said, "Actually, yeah, sorry." Apologised and said, "Yeah." Because, yeah, if you're aware you're doing something, always apologise for it and, try to stop yourself doing it. Dimber said, now try to persuade my 19-year-old son he's not immortal. Hearing loss, bad knees, backache are inevitable. Does he listen? No, I was the same, Timbo. Fred said, first time I got earache, I had a nightmare about crows flying over and making really, really loud noises. That's strange, isn't it? Yeah. Jack said, yes, very similar to the original. It looks good. Yeah, that's fine, mate. No issues with that at all. You could have that fine. In fact, I made a little sword today that's similar sort of shape to that. Not exactly, but, similar shaped blade. Yeah, never seen it, Jack. But I've got series 1 to 7 on DVD. When I get to 7, I'll buy 8. Never got around to it yet. I'm often a late comer with these things because I don't mind waiting and buying it on DVD when it's really cheap. That is, Jack. Nice spot. Yeah, that it's like it's a half-size version of Ciri's sword, the Zero L Swallow sword. That is a spoiler for Game of Thrones, Mike. You'll see some breasts. I have walked in the back room while my mum was watching it and seen some bloke with his cock out before. Fuck's sake. So yeah, I know what goes on in Game of Thrones. Fuck's sake. That was a surprise. Walking into your dining room. You see what's in the day. Because I always say to her, every time she starts talking about Game of Thrones, I say, don't spoil Game of Thrones. And then she'll start moaning at me, tell me to fuck off. Just reading some of the... Yeah, there's nothing to read at the minute. I'll stay on late again tonight. I don't have to go off yet. Just shutting some of these tabs down I've got on. It's a shame that fucking video is not getting many views though. That there was 50 different videos that I had to edit together because I can't pause that camera I use in the shed. So there's 50 individual videos. I had to cut and edit for that sword video today, and that's got 150 views. I genuinely sometimes think, what's the point? I'll still upload, but I do genuinely think that sometimes. You know, that's been shared on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. Just 75 of the views probably came from somewhere else. That's just YouTube being cunt, so they will not share my fucking videos. Jack said there's so many iconic weapons from that show. It'll probably give you loads of inspiration. Exactly. Yes, that's it. Yeah. There's a lot in lots of films and games that you could probably endlessly make things from. Freddie said, when I have earache, I'm on my own, I'll just get really angry. Take it out on a pillow or something. Not people, but yeah, I'll get really angry and show anger on my mates. They're used to the abuse. Get Your Shell said, gonna watch it now. Maybe it's not shown on my feed, people. Thank you, Get Your Shell. It's quite a long video. Maybe that's why. It is about 20 minutes long. You know, I know people don't always want to watch 20-minute long videos. Archetype, you right, mate? But yeah, sometimes you genuinely think, what's the bloody point? Spend all that. Took me fucking 5 hours editing that video. But it's not the viewers' fault. It's YouTube. Just don't want to send it to people. Nick's nice. I haven't watched it yet, but I only came on at like 7 p.m, so I'll be watching it later. Thank you, Nick. So I said, does anyone remember a film called Surf Nazis? I think it's a comic strip. Did a piss take off. I have heard of that. Is Surf Nazis part of the film with Val Kilmer in it? No, that's Shotgun Surfing, isn't it? What's that Val Kilmer film? Liam will know because he's seen it. Early Val Kilmer comedy. Yeah, Surf Nazis. Yeah, that's a real thing, though. Surf Nazis Must Die. I've never seen it. John said, if you were to have one crossbow and only one, which would you have? Top secret. That's it, Liam. Top secret. Yes. Skeet shooting surf song. That's it. If I could only have one crossbow, it'd probably be that now. Yeah. It'd be that, John. Definitely. Biscuits, right, mate? Nick's Knife said, also, just realised I didn't get it on my homepage. I had to go to your channel. There you go. They've probably just not sent it out, Nick. Timbo said, I'll watch it. Had a romantic night tonight. Thank you. Maybe all of the comments I have had on it have been really nice. You know, really, really encouraging comments. And yeah, I do appreciate that. I do appreciate people watching it. It's just a shame when you have 32,000 subscribers and you get 0.25% of that watching your videos. It almost negates having subscribers in the first place. You know, what's the point in having subscribers if the subscribers don't get sent the videos? James, I went for a long walk in the country yesterday, seen loads of pheasants. I had a crossbow with me. That's it. Or a catapult, maybe, or yeah, no end of things. Steve said, I like comic strip spaghetti western spoof. Did you not know, Zed and Jamie, or no, Zed and Steve, wasn't it? A lot of the comic strips, nearly all of them, or maybe all of them, are on All 4. go on all four. I watched them a couple of years ago. Zed said it's so bad it's good, if you know what I mean. Captain Electra said, I hear this sound all the time. It's really annoying. It goes like this. Dad, 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 dad. Jesus, relentless. I must admit, Electra, I did enjoy your videos. You getting the old lizard off the ceiling for your daughter. That was funny listening to you too. Biscuit said, what's the deal with the new crossbow then? This is the one that everybody wants. The 5-shot magazine Cobra Adder with the pump. So you'd, let me take the bolts out and I'll be able to, actually I won't be able to pump it, but I'll be able to mess around with it a little bit safer. I was just caught in the thing. I don't want to pump it with the bolts in. I still got to watch out pumping it because of the, yeah. So you pump it, shoot, pump it, shoot. So sort of, what would you call that? It's not really semi-automatic, is it? But it's a lot quicker than a standard crossbow, put it that way. I'll tell you what I downloaded recently, which I found. Where's the other bolt? I've only got 3 there. Oh, it's on the floor. I downloaded a film called The Barbarians with the Barbarian Brothers. Yeah, that's it, Liam. Yeah, lever action repeating crossbow, because it's not semi-auto, is it? Yeah, it's a repeater crossbow. Repeater lever action crossbow. Dead Snow, I've never got around to seeing. Jackson, I think videos on mods for your new crossbow would be cool. Maybe even you might do some sort of self-defense videos, like hand-to-hand stuff. Possibly. Crossbow stuff is always popular. Maybe sword stuff just isn't popular on my channel. It's popular on YouTube, though. Bob, you right, mate? Because that's the issue. I know for a fact 20-minute long build videos where people hardly talk and make something are massively popular on YouTube. The ones that are out there. Yeah, how you doing, Bob? I didn't say hello. Basically said, Jesus, what's the draw weight on that? 130 on this, but you can get it up to 150. Winchester bow, I suppose, Zed. Yeah, I suppose. Bob said, Mike, I like the new. You're like a new kid with a new toy. Exactly. Everybody wants to see it, Bob. I got to get it out on show for everyone. Where'd you buy it? Merlin Archery and other places. And you can get it for this. They're quite expensive though. 330 quid. Yeah, it's £130, Liam. Yeah. I would show you. It says just there. You won't be able to see it though. You might be able to see it actually. £130. And I think they're gonna do a 150 prod. You can go as low as 90 as well. But yeah, this one's 130. So you're decent power, really. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Liam, when I cock it, it looks, I'll tell you what, this is actually easier to cock because of obviously the more leverage. It's actually easier to cock than the redback. No, 330 quid, not 130. 330. Bob said, Mike doing good, but the missus is fired again. No breakfast again today. That's it. You either get spoiled or neglected, Bob. It seems to be one way or the other. Oh, it's £130 as in draw weight, Jack. So the pull on it is £130. The price is 330 quid. Biscuit said, I only have a Jaguar, £140 at the moment. Snapped my red back in half. A fuck's sake. How do you do that? It does feel solid, yeah. It's easily sort of take down. So although that bit wobbles a little bit, that's because it's only held in with a pin. Because it's designed to just push this pin out, take that out, and stocks off. Same with the magazine, same with the prod. So you can take this thing down in less than a minute, probably. Jackson, I remember seeing one like that for $250. Well, there's different versions of it. So you can get this without the magazine. You can get it with none of the accessories. It's 109 quid. But only this one will take the magazine, though. Swap for the brand. Oh, no. Hardly not. Bob said £130. That thing is lethal. Yeah, I'll tell you what this is. You ever seen the Cold Steel Cheap Shot crossbow? This is just a different. This is the exact same crossbow, but with a magazine on the top. Yeah, and they do. You can do hunting with that. You can get. I think they're going to make this year £150 prod for it. Biscuit said I was trying to copy Tumbo's stock mod on the red back and fucked it up. Ah, fuck's sake, that's a shame. Yeah, Tumbos are good. I'll tell you, if you want a different mod for the red back. Oh, that's how you broke it. Sorry. Yeah. I was going to say, if you want a different kind of mods, look up Pistol Crossbow Fan. Freddie said pounds and pounds. Fucking English language makes words that aren't already words. Exactly. Yeah. £330 weight. £330 cost. That's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah. Stick a broadhead on them bolts. Bob, and yeah, you're off. I've got a light on it already. That light's a lot of money as well, but the light got sent for nothing, and the crossbow was more than half paid by a YouTube supporter. That's the only reason I could afford one. Biscuit said, I know you like making your own bodkins and whatnot. Have you tried Jaxie bolts? Yeah, I've seen Pistol Crossbow Fans videos. I copied his fishing rig. Ah, nice one. I have seen the Jaxie bolts. They're a bit too expensive for me. I'd rather make them for that kind of price. I thank you, Get Yourselves. Massively appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you for sharing it. I do appreciate that, because anyone knows who puts a lot of work into videos. It's a real shame because I see other channels that put loads and loads and loads of work into their stuff, into their videos, and they get no views at all. It's a real shame. You reminded me about something really fucking funny today. I don't know if you lot find it as funny as I do. I find it absolutely hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm hyping it up a bit too much now. Bob said, is Electro there? I think he can hear us, but not read. Right. So I subscribed to someone on YouTube who's got a reasonably small channel. I doubt any of you lot would know them. I found this person through a channel called Kay's Good Cooking and her son Lee. It's her son Lee's friend, Jonathan, right? So Jonathan did a video about a week ago doing a Q&A for the questions. So he's on the video saying, I'm doing a Q&A. Can you ask me some questions? So I scrolled down and he's got the comments turned off on the video. So I got hold of him on another video saying the comments are turned off. No one can ask you any questions. And I think it's because you need to change the settings to do with are your videos aimed at children or adults? If they're aimed at kids, you can't do comments, right? Told him that, got no reply. This was a week ago. So he puts another video on today saying, I'm doing a Q&A, but no one's asking any questions. Can you leave a question? And the comments are turned off again. I could not believe it. Imagine doing 2 videos asking for questions and the comments are turned off. Sake. Poor bloke. I tried to tell him. Steve said, Escape from New York. Originals on TV now. Steve, you just reminded me of something. I do love that film. one day I'm going to do like a film reaction thing or something where we'll watch a film that's on the telly together. So I'll be watching it and you lot can all watch it and we can all chat about a film. Yeah, call me Snake. Biscuit says, send me an email and I'll ship you a couple of broadheads. No use for them at the moment. Biscuits, can you send me an email? It might be easier because I have to wade through all these things to find your email again later. Getty says, I'm pretty sure your videos aren't showing up on my YouTube. They're probably not. I would imagine they're like that. YouTube just don't bother. Well, we all know the effort I put into making my videos. Dan T, you right, mate? How are you? I'm good. Archetype said I put loads of work into my last video. Currently got 1,350. That's good, though. That's good. And how many subscribers have you got? Because I've got 32,000 subscribers, and I'm lucky to get 300 views on some of my videos. Freddie said, poor lad. Oh, no, I felt sorry for him. There's nothing I can do. Liam said, John Carpenter released a new album the other week. Nice one. Do you ever listen to any of them? They're any good? I imagine they are. Tactical said, I watched a Twitch channel where we watch old TV shows. Count me in for the film thing. I reckon that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's good, Archetype. Yeah, 285. That's what I mean. Fred said, I like small channels. One of my favourites is Fur, Feather and Finn. Check him out. Daily hunting videos. Tell him I sent you. Timbo said, I had a look at the Cool Dudes Walking Club after you recommended him last night. My brother lives in London. He's subbed to... Oh, nice one, Timbo. You'll like it. Yeah. Cool Dudes Walking Club is good. And then get onto his other channel, Marek Larwood. Yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah, I love it. You'll see me commenting on there. I'm glad you had a look as well, Timbo. Yeah, Cool Dudes Walking Club, very good and funny. You know, it's just him going on walks, but he's funny. Yeah, and then Marek Larwood, his other channel is just as good. He is a comedian. He's a proper comedian. Zed said, if you want loads of views, teach your cat to shoot a crossbow. You'll get cat lovers and weapon nerds watching it. Yeah, exactly. Cat Alexa says, £130, not bad at all. Oh, exactly. That'll do. You could hunt. Well, I think with broadhead on that, you could probably hunt a deer easily. Bob said to Electro, what's new at your place? Arca said, I'm not looking for views, but orders of my product. Yeah. But all I mean is the thing with the sharing. You know, I don't understand the point in subscriptions. Like, what is the point in having, like, people subscribe because they want to watch your videos, and then YouTube don't even send them your videos. So it actually makes having a subscription thing completely pointless. Because that's why you subscribe. I only subscribe to someone if I want to watch their videos. And then YouTube don't even send you. What's the point in even having a subscription thing? Very, very bizarre. It's a shame, really. Yeah. Very weird how YouTube are nowadays. Stupid fucking setup that they've done. But yeah, I'll load this up in front of you so you can see how it's done. Actually, that tip needs screwing on by the feel of it. What mine you mean, Archetype? I'd appreciate that if you shared my video on Facebook. Thank you. Dan said, "What's the walking channel called? Cool Dudes Walking Club." Yes, yeah, it's not my channel, but it's Marek Larwood's channel. And if you look up there, there's my Cool Dudes Walking Club membership number 205. Oh, I share my videos on Facebook as well, Archetype, and Reddit and Twitter. Liam said, "What level are you on Red Dead Online, Mike?" I can't remember now. Possibly in the 40s, I think. I can't remember now. Did I have my finger on the trigger? Do you know what? I wasn't even aware of that, Freddie. They're slightly different though than a gun, aren't they? But I know that's good. That wasn't good trigger discipline if I was doing that. But because there's no chance ever of that shooting like that. But yeah, I agree with you. Shouldn't do it. What was I going to look at? Oh, you was making sure. So I wasn't aware if I did or not. Hang on, getting some. But for $5, if you join, go and subscribe to Cold Dudes Walking Club. And then for £5, you get the Cold Dudes Walking Club notebook. You can actually go walking with him as well if you wanted. If you message him and you live near where he lives, you can actually go and you can actually go walking with him. Some of the members do. So there's that. There's some of his info in the back there, actually. Is that backwards? I know it's backwards for me. It might not be for you lot, though. It's some of his shit as well. So here's a letter you get from him with your Cool Dudes Walking Club badge. I never had the heart to tell him I never actually go walking. And then this is the best bit. Here's a map of Britain that he draws for you. And it's got the is it the Isle of Wight? It's got the Isle of Wight in it for you, where he lives. I'll have to keep reading you out Bob's questions for you, Electro. And he said, I'm cooking and listening. Bob said, Electro, we just had a 48-hour no power. My buddy is complaining about ammo prices on Facebook. Freddie said, I was only joking. See if you could catch you out. Do you know what, Freddie? I was unaware, though, whether I did or not, in all honesty. So I could have. Liam said, I've ended up playing so much during the last lockdown. I'm 126. Fuck's sake, Liam. Yeah, that's a lot. You know, I don't think I'm anywhere near that. Fuck's sake. You have been playing a lot. Do you do the missions and that? My problem with Red Dead, I tend to not do anything. Just riding around doing fuck all. Zed said, if there's an uncool sleeping dudes club, I'd join that. Join the Cold Dudes Walking Club. You don't have to do no walking. Don't necessarily have to be cool. Although I do think I'm about as cool as Fonzie, so don't no one dare say who's Fonzie, especially you, Freddie. I reckon Freddie might know who he is. Freddie said, on Red Dead Online, I'm level 59, I think, last time I checked. Yeah, it's been a while since I played it, so I can't actually remember what level I am. Liam said, been doing all the DLC stuff, but didn't spend money on it. Just earned the gold from treasure maps. Nice. Yeah, I had a habit of playing Red Dead and just opening the treasure maps, and that's it. Oh, and I used to do the collecting for that woman, Madam, what her name is. Can't remember her name now. I used to go and collect the shit for her. But I never used to do any of the actual missions or anything. Tim said, my friend's son is Chonk Boy on YouTube. Said I'd mention it here. Anyone be nice enough to help him and sub him? If you, Madam Nazar, Tim, if you message that on a video of mine, I'll go and check him out. Because obviously by the time I finish this, that'll all be gone. You know what I mean? I'm up for that, Timbo. Madam Nazar, that's it. Bob said, Mike, I love that crossbow. Good, ain't it, Bob? It's good. I'll do some proper shooting soon. It's just been pissing down rain. And if it ain't raining, I've got bloody builders, council builders fixing our fucking kitchen. Fucking that shit up. Yes, I'll get out. I've ordered another 10 bolts. I've ordered 10 proper bolts just in case, because I had heard that some of the ones that you buy online say that they're good and the reviews say they're good, but when you get them, they're not. So I've ordered some cheap ones. I say cheap, inexpensive ones, and I've bought some genuine ones. So I'll have at least 14 bolts to shoot because it's just for practice anyway. But you do fuck them up quite quickly with bolts. You know, you fuck a bolt up instantly. Might make a new backstop soon because my mattress has gone all funny. It's like collapsed in the middle. So I've got a spare mattress. I'm going to replace them, and then I'm probably going to might turn this mattress into a big. I'm going to say big, not massive, but maybe like how wide's a mattress on general? However a single mattress is wide, I'm going to do a square of that, or maybe a little bit less. Probably cut the mattress into 3 sections because it's a foam mattress. Put them together, squeeze it. See if that needs anything added to it. Yeah. Because the mattress is fucked. But luckily we've got a spare mattress. And I think someone else had one of these foam, like memory foam mattresses, didn't like it. Nice one, Liam. I'll have a look in a bit. Did you make him look like you or not bother? Oh, it's based on someone else, is it? All right. Let's have a look quickly. Where am I looking? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure straight off. Don't know. Very interesting mustache and beard. And is that an eye patch or a monocle? You know what? I'm not sure, Leo. He's got like white. So I don't know how you describe that. Like a white jacket, big moustache. I can't remember what you call them hats. Is it like? It's not a piff helmet. It's like a jungle. I'd call it like a jungle sort of hat. I'm not sure, Liam, off the top of my head. You're behind us, you Freddie. We've been talking to you for at least 5 minutes. Let's go back now. Oh, it is a piff helmet. I wasn't sure. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. No, I can't think off the top of my head who that is. Who that would be. That's good though. All right, nice one. Oh, Safari Gear, that's it. I couldn't think what that stuff was called. It does look like someone though, but I can't think who. It does look like someone though. Just can't think. Richard's writing something now. You're right. Zed's not even seen the picture and he's got it right. It's the bloke from Jumanji, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. How the fuck did you get that, Zed? How can you can't see it, can you? Did you just get that from my description? Now you said it, it's obvious. Yeah. I'll tell you, I think I've only ever seen, I don't think I've ever actually seen Jumanji properly though. So you got that, Zed, from my description. Yeah. And Liam, well, Liam wrote a bit as well, didn't he? Nice one. Yeah, now you said that, I can see it. Totally. And actually, now you posted the picture as well, Liam. Yeah, you can see it. Nice. Yeah, you've got that quite accurate as well. Nice one. I tried to make mine look like me, and I accidentally did this weird thing on the face, and it made the cheeks look really weird. So I had to make him look like a Mexican. Nice one, there. Yeah, so mine looks like a Mexican now. And me and Peach Knight did we made a posse. I was going to tell you the name of the posse that I was going to call it as a joke. Because we were both Mexican bandits, I was going to call it the Bum Bandits. Not that either of us are that way inclined, but I just thought it'd be funny going around as a posse called the Bum Bandits. That's because Scott Steiner is your red dead cat. Oh, mine, yes, yeah. Fuck's sake, I forgot about that. Cat Lacto said, this is going to be good. I made chili, put it in a casserole dish, wrapped hot dogs and cheese sticks and crescent bread, and I'm baking the whole thing. Baking the whole mess. He just goes it. Fuck's sake, Dave. That sounds good, mate. Sounds very nice. Yeah, you've done a good job with that, Liam. Is it a monocle? Yeah, it was. I think from the angle of the picture, it looks like an eye patch. No, don't time Electro out. He doesn't know about the no food rule at night. You're all right, mate. But I don't encourage it. Nah, I'm all right tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight because I go to bed quite late. At the minute, you know, I'm probably not going to bed till like 3 o'clock sometimes. So I probably could, even if I was on till 12:30, could probably watch a film. What'd that get me? If it was an hour and a half, it'd get me to 2 o'clock, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Freddie said, favourite Red Dead character can be story or epilogue or online. Oh, I don't know. I liked I did like Arthur a lot, and I did like John as well. Yeah, I love both of them too, in all honesty. And I never liked Dutch in any of the games. Never liked him. Probably no, it sounds a bit sort of not cliche, but obvious. But yeah, probably them two. Bob said, Mike, my family in the Philippines is on 14-day house arrest from the virus. Fuck's sake, Bob. We've had a couple of scares here. My younger brother's had it, but got over it like really quickly and he's fine now. And Mark's son's girlfriend's got it at the minute. I think she's got like a full-on cold sort of like symptom sort of thing. But Jim had it like nothing, luckily. He had just felt like he had a cold for a couple of days. But yeah, that means they're on a long old like house arrest type thing. Patrick, I was outside yesterday. It was well weird. Do you know what? Last year, I probably only went out the house 6 fucking times. Like, properly. When did I go for that COVID test? Was that last year or was that this year? I can't remember. That was, like, the first time I went out properly. You know, apart from, like, a fucking funeral and to a shop. No, to the woods. That was weird, because that's the first time I've been out. You know what? Last year, because I never went out hardly. When I went out early on in the year, they weren't on about masks. They were still claiming masks didn't work. So when I went for my COVID test a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, that was the first time I've been out and the first time I'd have to wear a mask out. President, I hate Dutch on my second run through, as I know what happened. Won't spoil it. I can see exactly what he does to get the ending. It is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I never liked him. There was something about him. But maybe it was because had you ever played the first one? You played the first one. I always thought he was a dick from that anyway. Tactical 7 or 8 for me. 5 of them were quick 10-minute drives around the block. Yeah, it's mad though, isn't it? Thinking you've not been out really at all. Steve, don't you start it. I let Electro off because he's American. Fucker. I've blocked people for less. Joking. Chris said, all right, Chris, by the way, how are you doing, mate? And he said, I hardly ever left the house last year either. Been taking plenty of vitamin D to compensate there. Same here. That was Liam who recommended me these weapons and stuff. Yeah, I've been taking that. That's got vitamin D in it, just in case. If it's going to boost your immune system, might as well, ain't you? Joe said, how long are you going to? Maybe half 12. Yeah, I won't do. I'll do half 12. You ever smelt these things, though? Man, they're fucking disgusting. Weirdest smell ever. But I think my sister who works in a pharmacy, she said it's one of the things in it. One of the things just stinks. You might as well, ain't you, Chris? Might as well take him. Oh, Outdoors Addiction, how you doing, mate? I saw you did a long old live stream today. I was going to jump on it for a bit. Have you finished now? Or are you on a live stream while live streaming? Yeah, he was out in the snow fishing. Did you catch anything? As I say, I actually came on for a second because do you know what you was talking about? I didn't get a chance to join in properly, but I wanted to. I came on your live stream and you was just talking about how when you used to go to bars as a younger bloke, you used to like to go in the more calmer bars with the older gentlemen and women and have a chat to them, and they'd tell you really interesting stories. There you go. Yeah, that's the kind of place I'd like to go. Actually, I've never liked sort of younger sort of pubs, as we call them. Yeah, and you can hear some amazing stories off people, can't you? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to comment. I was just about to comment, and I had to do something, and I had to go off, sadly. But yeah, if anyone's into fishing, check out Outdoors Addiction. You'll like his stuff. He does live stream fishing. He'll have a good old chat to you. Fred said, "What's your favourite quote?" Mine is, "Enjoy your fishing, kid." Then Red Dead 1, Agent Ross is fishing. Oh yes, that is very good. I'll tell you what, Freddie, sadly I'm not very good with quotes. You can quote my favourite film to me and I'll go over my head. Unless I've seen it like recently. The only thing I could quote was probably the Dark Tower books. Nick Knives said, "I take fish oil caps and that bloody smells like a fishmonger's." That doesn't, yeah, exactly. Captain Alex said, "Oh, so that kid's bow, my dad bought it for a 4-year-old daughter. She can't pull it because it's like 20, 30 pounds or something. It's a yard sale item. I've got a bunch of kids' carbon arrows. Mine now." Nice one, Dave. Yeah, you'll have to get a you can get a little £10 bow. You can get a little, it's not little, it'll be taller than your daughter, but it'll have £10 pull on it. So go out a lot compared to you and tactical. If the weather's nice, I'll go for a cycle. I go shopping in a couple of times a week, plus it in the laundrette. It's strange, really, as I have agoraphobia. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it, Jed? Sometimes it is nice to get out though, just for your mental well-being, isn't it? But at the minute, I just ain't got no fucking reason to. I'm all right with it though most of the time. If I can get in the shed, now that feels like a day out to me, and that sounds weird, but if I can get in the shed, because it's a totally different environment from the house, it feels like I've been out for the day. That's the best bit of the old bars was the snug. Always drank in the snug. Then fashion was open bars, killed it. I'll be honest, when I was younger, I never used to go in pubs anyway. But if I was going to go in pubs, I'd like, like when I started going in pubs, which was only about 5 or 6 years ago, I would only go in our local pubs, and the local pubs wouldn't have anyone in them. And that's the kind of thing I like, I don't want to go in pubs full of young people. I want to go in a pub where there's hardly anyone in it, and most of them are, most of them I know, and you can have a chat and yeah. Liam said, "Hopefully on a social distance exercise walk tomorrow." Nice, yeah. Go and have a nice walk, Liam. Freddie said, "Agent Milton, your bounty is 5,000 for your head alone, Arthur." Can I hand myself in? Yeah, exactly. Bob says, "Oh, Slingshot Warrior, sorry, I nearly missed you there, mate. All right, how are you?" He said, "I'm feeling better, guys. Not worried anymore." All right, Slingshot, nice to see you. I nearly missed you then. Joe said, "Did you drink the water?" I did. I drank a whole one of these. The funny thing is, my headache's gone a little bit. Cheers, Joe. Liam said, "I hate pubs with the music so loud you can't bloody hear people talk." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, going shopping, that's good for mental state. All those bloody people in the supermarket make me somewhat tense. Yeah, not that. Yeah, I don't think that would, but Captain Electro said, "Are you stuck on lockdown again?" Yes, yeah, right now we're on lockdown. We're not really supposed to go out unless you have to. I think I read about it in the news. We have 10 a.m. curfew here. You are Freddie. Good night, mate. Yeah, technically we're not. We can only go out for if you have a reason. But the problem is, even when we're not on lockdown, the issue is I've got fuck all to go out for anyway after time, and my mum has to be very careful. Yeah, so I have to be, because I cook most, I cook her meals and shit like that, and make her tea, and yeah. But yeah, the thing, like, a couple of months ago, we could go out. It was just there wasn't a lot of reason. No one was doing anything. There was nowhere to go. Couldn't go to when pubs are shut and shit like that, there's nothing to do, sort of thing. Get up again tonight. You're from London. You sound like a Croydon guy. I'm from Buckinghamshire, so nah, not London. But yeah, you can go out, but I don't know. I don't go out a lot anyway. I don't have to shield for myself or anything. I've got no underlying issues. But I don't know, it's just fuck all to do. Fuck all to do anyway. Because, I don't know. Am I an introvert? I don't know. Not well. I'd sort of say sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I can be a bit of both. Depends what I'm doing. Majority of the time I am an introvert, but if I go out, I'll literally talk to anybody. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I don't mind being, don't mind getting in there and doing things, sort of thing. I've got a weird thing with more. I think it's going to be. I think too much about things, but when I'm out, I'm fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? With the going out thing. But there's nothing stopping me going out. I just haven't been out. No one seems to want to do anything because you're not really supposed to have people around your house. You don't want. I suppose a lot of the reason people don't go out is because they're trying to prevent this thing getting worse, aren't they? So, yeah. Slingshots, I overthink things too when I'm by myself. Yeah, it's an easy thing to do, Slingshot. Easy thing to do. Timber said, my parents are Polish. Try locking them down. The young ones do it. The old ones ignore it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, both ways. Captain Alexa, I haven't seen anyone enforcing the curfew. I don't know. That's it. It's a bit like over here. We have these rules, but very rarely anything gets done about it. Joe said, some people wear those clear masks. I don't think it'll do much. No. As I said, I've not had to wear a mask, but because I've got a hospital appointment coming up soon for my ear, I had to buy a mask. Yeah. So I bought one of those sort of black masks. I put an elastic bit around the back, and it's got like a filter pad in it. It's better than nothing. Dad said you should get yourself a bicycle and go for a pedal. It's good exercise and fun, unless you fall off, of course. I've got a bike that don't go nowhere, just there. But yeah, no, that'd be good, Zed. I have thought about buying a bike. Maybe this year I'll buy one. Maybe this year. All last year, there was periods I was thinking about buying a bike. So maybe this year, maybe if the donations get high, because I suspect the Patreon money is going to be spent on fucking bolts for this every month. Yeah. Oh, I watched that Slingshot. I didn't know you'd put that on. I've not got sent that. I will. I'll check your axe throwing out a bit later then. There it is, Slingshot. If you want to have a look. I'll put the handle closer to me. It fits me a bit better like that. No, you should have your name there yet. You know what? I don't tend to give them names. Don't know. Maybe once I've kitted it out, we can pick a name. Nick said, have you seen the video on Twitter of the kid on the electric bike slamming into someone's fence at 1,000,000 miles an hour? Saw it yesterday and absolutely pissed myself. I've not seen that. I'll probably see it eventually then, Nick, if it's going around. Zed said, that would be good. You could turn it into a bug-out bike and do videos on it. Exactly. Yeah, good point there, Zed. Things such as I had fan actually, and Steve said, I love the adder. Yeah, got to keep getting it out. Is everyone liking the stream, by the way? Because there's more people watching than there are likes. Nice one, Nick. Yeah, Twitter me. Yeah, definitely, mate. Dan said, have you been shooting your crossbow lately? No, I've only had this one. How long have I had this? Not long. Since Monday, I think. But because it's raining and I've got builders around fixing our kitchen, I've not had a chance to shoot it apart from the day I got it. Yeah. But I've ordered more bolts so I can shoot it when I want to. And there'll be loads of videos on this. But as someone mentioned, there's not many UK, as far as I'm aware. Top Shot said he don't know anyone in the UK with a big channel who's got one of these, or who does videos on them anyway. So I may get the monopoly on that. So I might as well make the most of it quickly, and I. Bradford said, I love crossbow, so do I. Things that said, love that crossbow. Thank you, Steve. It's a brilliant stream. Cheers, mate. Touch it out. Stand in the kitchen with that. We finish the next day. Yeah, or not come back. Fuck's sake. Oh, nice one, Nick. I'll have a look after this. Where am I looking? Well, I'll have to look. I can't see it at the minute, Nick. Did you tweet it to me, like to my account, or message me it? And Peach, if you shared my Witcher video, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Where's that bit so you can get the... You know when you get a message request. Can't see it in a minute, Nick. Think it said you're ahead of the curve, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, be good. I'll have to make sure I make the most of that, wouldn't I, Slingshot? Captain Electro said, talking about pubs, we have very few pub-style bars, but my mother bought one and turned it into a dog grooming salon. She kept everything original except the dog bath. The bar had kinds in it. Oh, nice. That sounds excellent, actually, Electro. Dan said, does your twin brother live far from you? He lives about a 3-minute walk away, so just around the corner, Dan. Nick said, yeah, it should. And I see him every day because they're to go to work, they have to come here. I don't see him every day now, so I don't think they're working at the minute because the only one who drives the van is isolating because of having COVID. But when they're at work, I see them every day. Nick said, yeah, it should be in your mentions. All right, I'll have a look, mate. Yeah, I couldn't find it at first. I'm not really too familiar with Twitter anyway. Mentions. Where would I find mentions? Yeah, terrible with Twitter. I'll find it eventually, Nick. I'll swap you my Domino's anytime, Mike, for any cheesy garlic bread. Tim said, stopped sodding raining on the south coast. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Fucking soaking wet, and it's a cunt for trying to film. Oh, hang on. Mentions. Got it, Nick. Got it. That's not on there, though. Right, if it helps. Just in case you've sent it to the wrong weapon collector. That's me. Rex, you're right. And he said, any idea where you can get a bracket for a torch and a laser? Go gun sell them, but at €80. Which bracket is it, Rex? Send me. Can you get the description on Go Gun and put it in the thing, and I'll see if I can find you something, because you can get like these Picatinny rails on eBay. It just depends if there's a slight bit on it, or if you mean things like this. Do you mean something like this? Like that? That holds a torch onto a... because if so, you can just get a sight mount and get a 1-inch torch. Liam said, if you mean 20 millimeter round mount ones, yeah, it just depends what one, isn't it, Liam? Because the only reason I asked about which one specifically, because he, I've noticed Go Gun's got like quite a very specific one that's got, it's like a Picatinny and it's got a bit sticking out of it. I am on Instagram, Chris. Yes, I am, mate. I'll send you that if you want. I couldn't do Weapon Collector though, so I had to do Weapon Collector Mike. So there's my Instagram. That should work. Click on that and tell me if it works. Nice one, Nick. I'll have a look in a second. Slingshot said, are you going to put a bayonet on it? Yes, definitely. Might even put 2, just to be fancy. Now, I'd probably keep the light on there. But I could have one there. Double-sided. Yeah. And then we was going to call it something like the Bull Adder. That just sounds wrong, though. I don't know why. Bull Adder sounds like a gay porn name to me. I don't know why. Don't you think so? Rex, yeah, yeah, you should be able to get them quite easily. Let me have a Rex. If you email me or something, or message me on something else, I'll have a look. See what you mean. But yeah, I think you could. You can get a scope mount and a 1-inch. A scope mount and a 1-inch. And a 1-inch torch with that would mount on the side of that. Tax said, speaking of Instagram, the news are ridiculous. They read all your email accounts, text messages. Did not know that. I'll have to be careful what people are sending me on there, because I never write dodgy shit on anything online anyway, because it can all be monitored anyway, and it's all evidence. So you never want to write anything dodgy. But I get sent weird shit, and you know, I don't like some of the weird shit I get sent. You know, like weird illegal requests sort of thing. Even though I don't reply to them or anything. Last one, Chris. I ain't been on there very long, but I do post on there, you know, once, twice a week. Bladder sounds too much like bladder. It does actually, don't it? Don't say that. I'm already down for a piss. Slingshot said, why not put a folding bayonet on it? I suppose you could do. Yeah, I'll look into that. I suppose you probably could on that. Put a folding one on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I prefer the fixed because because the amount of thrust you're putting into a what do you call it? You know, a thrust with a bayonet could definitely break a lock. But that one you could do it. Chris said, I put 2 on mine. Laser torch combos looked cool, but totally over the top. That's what they can delete anything they like if they think it breaches their terms of service. But reading your texts and call logs is invasion of privacy. Yeah, that's weird. I don't use that. I don't really use Instagram on my phone, really. I use it more on my computer. but that is pretty fucked. Rex said, yeah, that's the type. The one on Go Gun fits on the front side of the adder. Yeah, if you get, all you need really, Rex, is a 1-inch scope mount, a low profile. This is a high profile one. I bought that deliberately so you can still see the sights underneath the torch. Low profile, 1-inch scope mount, and a torch that is 1-inch diameter. You're off, Liam. Good night, mate. I'm going off in 15 minutes. Have they got them on Prepper Shop, have they? Oh, no, that's to Dan. Oh, Dan said, where's the best place to buy a crossbow, mate? I'm looking into buying one soon. Prepper Shop is good, and Merlin Archery is good. I've bought from both of them. Always had, apart from Prepper Shop once sent me the wrong thing, but it didn't really matter in a way. Because what they accidentally sent me was something I wanted to buy later anyway, and it was actually the same price or more expensive. Prepper Shop have always been good. Both of the prices are pretty good. You off as well, Zed? I bought this from Merlin Archery though. Just have to look, see what's got more in stock as well, and all depends what you want. What are you going to get, Dan? Do you want like a rifle crossbow or? Oh no, Zed said I've been going off for years apparently. Because the power packs aren't too bad in my experience either. I've never bought from them yet, Chris, but if I buy an air rifle or pistol, that's where I'll buy it from. That's about the only place I know that does deliveries of guns anyway. Other websites probably do, but I know power packs definitely do. I've got a ton of shit to clear up like usual. That's just what you can see on my fucking bed. There's fucking more of it over there. Every fucking night. John said, I can't find a replacement limb for my Cobra Adder. Have you looked on Merlin Archery? I know they've got some on there. Don't know if they've got the £130 ones, John. You're right, mate, by the way. Dan said, yeah, I'd like a rifle crossbow. I'll tell you what, Dan. The good thing with rifle crossbows, there's literally no end of stuff you can find for them. Pistol crossbows, there's probably only, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 really good ones. Rifle, full size crossbows, fucking hundreds of good ones you can buy. So you'll have, yeah. And then you like your carbine one, that's about the only one really. Although there may be other carbine ones now. Nick's and I've said power packs can be a little bit dodgy when they're busy. Actually, saying that, I did hear that Video Base, he's been trying to get money back off of them for probably a year now. Matt, you right, mate? How are you? Bit late now. I've got to fucking start whispering. He said, Mike, it's been a while. Just saying hello. Yeah, just hello. Love that sword. You're the switcher or the witcher. Thank you, Matt. There you go. I was really happy with that as well. Yeah. That came up bloody lovely. I can't wait to do some bottle cutting with it. And I've bought some leather to make a nice scabbard. It's going to be the same as the game. So it'll be like a plain leather sort of colour with like a checkered lined pattern on it sort of thing. And copper collar and chape, whatever it's called. Nick's Knives said, first lockdown, people ended up waiting months for their guns. Pretfit said, I think rifle crossbows are more legal than bazooka crossbows. Richard was on about that earlier, about the name rifle crossbows. I have a habit of saying it because no crossbow is actually rifled, is it? But I have a habit of saying rifle crossbow to the full size crossbow. Thank you, Matt, by the way. Cheers, mate. What have you been at tonight? Anything? I got a bottle of vodka over there, but I'm staying sober. Maybe next week. That's a tactical pirate, but at least I've got all my hair. That stinks as well, mind you. So where I said, when you watch my new video, Mike, I'm going to want a set of throwing axes. I'll have a look, mate, after this. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll open up a tab on your channel now. Got your channel open. Oh, Nick sent me an email, a message. There you go, Nick. I've got it now. Yeah. Right, I've my volume off. Fuck's sake. Bet that hurt his fucking ribs. Yeah, you can tell it did. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I've just watched that, Nick. The kid tearing down the road, hitting the wall. So I noticed our gate was bent. Thought someone might have been doing something dodgy with the car. So I checked the CCTV to find this. Some kid comes tearing down this hill, about 100 miles an hour, straight into the fucking fence. Oh, God. Hang on. Here you go. You might be able to watch it. Click that and see what happens. Matt said, Mike, she's sober as there is a bun in the oven. Oh, congratulations. Bloody hell. And I've had 8 pint cans of Stella as I'm cutting down. Congratulations, mate. That's bloody good to hear. Nice. You do literally mean bun in the oven and not cooking something. I know you, Matt. Let's not start the food talk either. Not this time at night. Click that link, someone. Let me know what happens. I've got to go off at past, by the way. I'm also dying for piss. I reckon I'll hold it for another 7 minutes. It'd be interesting hearing the volume on this. I wonder if that kid's crying. I fucking can barely move. Slowly pushing it back up the hill. Actually, there's a bit where he's tearing down this hill, and you see him jump up a bit. That's what fucked him up. You hear him just bounce, not bounce. You see him bounce a little bit, and then that's where he fucked around the corner, I think. And you watch him, you see him. He bounces, yeah, and then that's him fucked straight into the fence. Actually, I'm going to go for a slash because you know me. I'll be back in fucking 10 seconds anyway. Yeah, congratulations, Matt and Stacey. That's excellent. Good on you. There you go. The fact I have to prove I'm washing my hands to you bastards every fucking time. I'm gonna ban the word wash your hands one day. Nah, don't bother me. If you start putting wash your hands, it don't come up. You know what's happened. Actually, I don't normally need to piss anymore. It was only I used to have to piss every single time on the live streams because I used to do 3 hours, didn't I? And I just couldn't, drinking the coffee and the water, nearly a pint of water and a cup of coffee, you'd always need a piss during part of that. But now I normally only do 2 hours. Don't need to piss very often during the streams because lately I've been doing longer ones, keep everyone entertained. Yeah, I might stand for a little bit longer. As long as I'm not making much noise, it's all right. Dan said, "Have you changed your mattress?" No, I haven't. No, I was on here so late, and then I got up today, and I spent nearly all day editing the bloody sword video because there was 50 fucking videos, like 50 little videos, like to edit together. Took me about fucking a long time. You're off, Electro. See you later, mate. He did go flying, didn't he, Tactical? That said, Mike, I'll never grow up, just like you. Inner child keeps your spirit healthy. Exactly. That's it. Although parts of my inner child has died, definitely. Some of it is still fully there. Yeah. Some of my inner child definitely got killed off. But yeah, never grow up, ain't it, Matt? Grant, came back just in time to see you piss. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Nah, fuck it. I think it was about the mattress. There was a lot of things I was supposed to be doing today, Dan, and I didn't do them. Tactical said I look 60, but my brain tells me, fuck it, you're 18. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm like. 18, 21 maybe. The likes are right tonight, 42 likes. So growing up is inevitable. Growing old is inevitable. Yeah, growing up is optional, as the saying goes. Exactly. Matt said 18 till I die. That's it. That's it. That's it, isn't it? Why not? I forgot what I was going to say something. I was going somewhere with one of my chats, but it don't matter. It was probably the mattress shit. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Fucking old mattress. So who had snow today? We had the snow. It laid this morning, but I think it laid for about 10 minutes and then it just rained. So it was gone by the time everyone got up. But I only know it snowed because I checked. As soon as I get up in the morning, I check my cameras to see what's been going on in the night. Yeah, luckily a cat had walked past the camera, set it off, and I saw the snow. Had to put a mattress under UV. I was going to say no thanks, but then that's sort of giving the game away, isn't it? Fuck's sake. That said, we had snow in Stroud on the high grounds. So Stacey's going to be able to come on these chats constantly every Friday and Saturday sober now then. She's got no excuses now. Tell her it's all right if she don't. She said lots of snow with us, Mike. Bloody wet. Oh, rain, sorry. Iron Man said, is the RX Adder your new zombie slayer? Yeah, definitely. Definitely Iron Man. 100%, yeah. Gotta be. I shall start modding this soon when I get time. Playing it. Don't about a laser. Yeah. How you doing, Iron Man? What you been at tonight? Sober? Drunk? £130 as in draw weight. Weight of the actual crossbow is about 5.2, 5.5 pound, I think. For the size of it, it's actually quite heavy. I mean, it's not overly heavy. The way I would describe it as when you pick it up, you do think that's heavier than you think it is, but it's not too heavy, put it that way. Yeah, it's just you pick it up and you think that's heavier than I thought it was going to be. It's fun. I just woke up, Iron Man. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I've moved the handle towards me a bit. Matt said, Mike, I don't know which personality of my head knocked her up. Don't say that. Slingshot said I have a new axe video up. I'll have a look after this. So you talked to Iron Man Spartan there, wouldn't you? So he said, there she is. She's a beauty. I could stand there all night like this if you want. I'll gradually turn it around. Steve said, "Lol." Bob's a Croydon. We had 48 hours of no power, resulting in storms and power down. Yeah, I hope you're all right with that, Bob. I suppose you'd at least be well prepared for it, wouldn't you? They're messing around with our electric at the minute, doing this kitchen. So I deliberately charged up all my lights, power banks, radios, and anything I could do a bit of, entertainment on, so I don't have to sit about being bored shitless. Because none of my family ever do anything like that. So they're all sat there bored shitless, and I can sit here watching videos, playing games, in the light, listening to the radio. That's it, Iron Man. Oh, do you mean price? Is that what you mean by Oh no, what? Yeah, what's the what? Yeah, no, yeah, 330 quid. It's a lot of money, Iron Man. It is a lot of money. I'll give you that. But yeah, I think if you've got the money, it is worth it. I'll when I do the video, I will mention the cons because there are a couple of cons. They don't make it not worth getting though. Matt said, Mike, did you ever steal porno mags from the newsagents by putting them in trade it paper? I never ever thought of that. The problem is, it was always obvious when I was getting pornos, though. Due to my height, I'd have to at least stand on one of the bottom shelves, reach right up, made it pretty obvious what I was doing. I didn't mind paying for them. Quite dear, though. That's £6 a fucking magazine sometimes. You're off tactical. Good night, mate. I'll be off soon. I'll give it another 5 minutes and I better go because I don't know if I'm making noise that wakes people up. I'm all right. I'm sober because I know to be quiet when I'm drunk. I fucking, so they could hear me all fucking night. But I will be going off any minute now. Oh, Stacey's on. Congratulations, Stacey. Yeah, or finding them in random bushes. That's where most of them came from when I was younger, Stacey, definitely. Good to see you on. Yeah, most of mine is, I don't know if you want the gory details, but most teenagers have found them in the woods. You'd have to rip out the stuck together pages. I never actually knew what that was when I was younger. But I knew I didn't want stuck together pages. Rip them out, chuck it away. It's disgusting thinking about it now. Cryer said, Bob, New Year's Day, we had an ice storm with no power. In the city, you probably had water. We're on a well, no power, no water. Fucking hell. The law of the bush magazine, exactly. No. Big B said, fuck that. Lord have mercy. Yeah, but the thing is, when you're younger, you don't know what it is. It's only like later on that you realise why them pages were stuck together. I didn't actually realise at the time what it was. They said, what you find in bushes. Iron Man said, I could get one, but I need a new air rifle first. Don't have any air rifle at the minute, so it's priority. Stacey said, best not to think about it. Dirty, isn't it? That said, you shouldn't have mentioned porn. Now he's on the slippery stuff out. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to go off any minute now. I'll give you 2 more minutes. But yeah, it's good to see you on, Stacey, and congratulations. Big B said, what has this stream turned into? I don't mind talking about these topics. I don't mind this. At least it's legal. Fuck's sake. I was saying, Stacey, because you're going to have to stay in on the weekends now, so no excuse for not watching. And I did say to Matt, no, tell her she don't have to watch. You don't have to. Iron Man said, "Cheers, Mark. Glad I caught the stream. All the best." Yeah, I'm half an hour later than normal at the minute, Iron Man. Good to see you on though. That's why I got to start. That's why I'm doing my ASMR voice because they're asleep, Mum's asleep, so. From the bin of the hot chubber. For God's sake, man. Right, yeah, I better call it a night. It's been another good one. I enjoy it when it's like this. It's nice. Yeah, just a good chat in it. No going down bullshit lines that makes people angry, and just have a laugh, innit? Thank you for translating, Stacey. He's terrible sometimes. I've had it all night tonight. I've had loads of people commenting so bad that half of it I couldn't fucking read. Oh god, people must think I'm nuts when they see the shit I read back. If they can't see it, they're like, why is he reading? That doesn't even make sense. But I'm just reading what I've read. Yeah, good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. There's a small chance I may have a drink next week. I don't know. There's a small chance I may have a drink now. It's quite late, though, isn't it? If I end up drinking now, I'll be drinking till fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I will. What is it? Saturday? I ain't got to cook tomorrow. No, I might be able to. Yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I will. If I do drink tonight, I'll definitely be on next weekend anyway. Right. Yeah, I'll go because I just ramble now. Every time I see another comment. Better than the pub. I'm glad it is. I'm glad people think like that. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a good evening, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon. There'll be plenty of videos coming up as well. Don't forget to go and watch my sword video. So I put a lot of work into this. There's a lot of work in it, and the fucking video took 5 hours to edit. Right? See you later, everyone. Good night. Have a good evening.